Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's a little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, come boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to Camelot Bowl here in Collinsville. We're following the Lady Kahawks today as your Collinsville Lady Kahawks get ready to take on the Lady Maroons of Belleville West. My name is Todd Duke. Welcome in to the pregame show brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road there in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Lady Kahawks come into this contest 3-0 in Southwestern Conference play. They are under their 25th year head coach, Sean Hay, who has a robust record of 271 wins and 62 losses. Belleville West, they are 1-2 on the year. Jason Benavidez is their head coach. He's into his third year, but I do not know his record. Not a lot of information available on the Lady Maroons Bowling IHSA page. They only have 2 seasons listed on that page. That would be the 08-09 season and the 2011-2012 season. Both of those seasons were under Dennis Ehrlich. So Collinsville, the Lady Kahawks are heading into this home opener after taking the championship this past Saturday at the 17th Annual Abe Lincoln Invitational at Kingpin Lanes in Springfield. Collinsville finished 84 pins ahead of second place O'Fallon. By the way, they beat O'Fallon yesterday in a head-to-head match over at St. Clair Bowl. Junior Kellen Stevens finished second overall in that tournament with 1,260 pins, just 23 pins behind the champ. That would be Maddie Brandenberger of Columbia. Senior Leila Jaoko finished in 5th place. Freshman Sydney Long finished in 10th, and junior Lena Lang finished in 18th place. Collinsville and O'Fallon both finished 8-2 in Southwestern Conference's matches last season. This year, the girls had the Triad Invitational canceled due to that snow that we had. Since then, they have beaten Alton 24.5 to 11.5. They beat Belleville East 27-13, and last night They beat O'Fallon 27.5 to 12.5, and senior Layla Giocco rolled a 224 for the game high in that one and a 628 for the series. Collinsville actually only won the head-to-head total pin matchup by 8 pins. Collinsville had 2,738 pins, while O'Fallon had 2,730. Belleville West, they have not participated in any tournaments as of yet. Lady Maroons opened their season on December 3rd with a 34-6 loss at O'Fallon. Followed that up the next day with a 32-8 home loss to Alton. Belleville West played at Bel Air Bowl in a home match yesterday versus Edwardsville, and Belleville West won that match 27-13. Junior Autumn McGuire with the game high 246 and the high series of 625. Belleville West finished 2-8 last season in the Southwestern Conference matches. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk things over with the longtime head coach of your Collinsville Lady Kahawks bowling team. That would be Sean Hay. My conversation with him comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is a 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
Looking for some unique food options, super cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere with an attentive staff? Look no further than Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Collinsville. Owned and operated by former Kahawk State soccer champ Tim Johnson, Hurricanes has been one of the area's great meeting places for fun, food, live sports and music, and video gaming. Daily specials like Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, and Fish Fridays. Hurricanes will tackle those hunger pains. Hurricanes is always open during all of Uptown Collinsville's Main Street festivals. Hurricanes is the place to satisfy your hunger and thirst needs. Hurricanes Bar and Grill, 222 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call for carryout orders at 618-345-0846. 618-345-0846.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Are you a collector of sports trading cards and other sports memorabilia? Then you need to check out Rippin' Rookies Cards and Collectibles in Collinsville. Rippin' Rookies specializes in sports cards from all the major sports, MLB, NBA, NFL, plus Star Wars cards and more. Rippin' Rookies buys, sells, and trades cards and other memorabilia, and they have a large selection of single and graded cards. Walk-ins at Rippin' Rookies are welcome, or you can set up an appointment for large collections at sales@rippinrookies.com. Rippin' Rookies, 102 East Clay Street in the Old Herald Complex. Open Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sundays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Rippin' Rookies, Collinsville sports card and memorabilia destination.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is a 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisaret offers.
Once again, we welcome you back here to Camelot Bowl. Lady Kahawks and the boys are also here too. Don't want to forget about them, but we're going to be focusing on the Lady Kahawks this afternoon since we've already done one boys game, and we're going to talk things over now with Collinsville head coach Sean Hay. How you doing, Coach?
Doing great. Yourself?
Hanging in there, man. All right, you got your girls off and running here at a pretty nice roll. Not only did you beat Alton and Belleville East, but right after that you went up to Springfield in the Abe Lincoln Invitational and took first place. So tell me about that tournament.
Oh, we missed out from weather, as everyone around here did, with that first tournament we should have had in Triad.
Yeah.
That usually gets our season going. So it was weird to do a match before we got in there, but once we got up there, we kind of got things rolling. We got into our tournament form, and everything looked pretty good. We had a little spell there in the fourth game, but we were able to pull it around, and we built a nice lead up to that point. So we did let O'Fallon, who was in second, get a little bit closer, but then we separated again once we got to the sixth game.
Yeah, and I mean, you only beat them by 84 pins to take first place, and then junior Kellen Stevens finished in second, but she was just 23 pins out of taking first place in that tournament herself.
Oh yeah, she did fantastic in that tournament. She really did. And the girl that got first, she's from Columbia. She's a great bowler too. So I mean, there's no shame in falling second to Maddie. She's an awesome bowler.
Yeah, Maddie Bartenberger. I think I'm pretty sure her brother plays for the hockey team.
Oh really?
I remember that name for some reason or another. I don't know. All right, and then yesterday you guys went to St. Clair Bowl, and you battled probably your fiercest opponent over the last few years in the O'Fallon Lady Panthers, but it was not easy, was it?
Oh no, the last game, they have the home field advantage when you're bowling in your house, so they were starting to come on, and they had a heck of a performance from Athena Martin. She's a senior this year. She's a great bowler, and she really put on a show yesterday. She struggled the first game with the 170, but then came along and ended up shooting 670 total. So she really made it challenging for us for sure.
Yeah, and your senior, Layla Jalko, with a 224 for the game high and the series high. All three of her matches were over 200, so she had a pretty good showing too.
Yeah, she started off decent, but she's been not really hitting on all strides. That's the first time she's done that this year, and I look forward to keep. Hi, how you doing? I look for it to continue.
Welcome to my world, man.
Uh-huh.
When you speak for a living, it's kind of one of those things. All right, so
Don't
you
talk
got
to my classes.
you got Belleville West here this afternoon, and the Maroons finally picked up their first win yesterday against Edwardsville.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't see that. So, hold on. I think we're going to do national anthem here.
All right, well, we're going to go then.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to you afterwards.
Sounds good.
All right, that is Coach Sean Hay. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have bowling for you. We'll set up the 5-against-5 matches for you when we come back from this break on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisaret lipolaser machine. The Invisaret machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisaret technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisaret offers.
All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville is your go-to place to get that pampered treatment for your fur baby. All Fluffed Up offers one-on-one grooming sessions by skilled and professional groomers, focusing on a stress-free and fear-free experience for both pup and pup parent. Owned and operated by former Kahok Jenny Eves, All Fluffed Up in Caseyville offers nail trimming, ear cleanings, bathing, and fur trimming, as well as full cuts. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville, 16 East Reynolds Street. Call Jenny Eves for an appointment at 618-855-8533 Mobile grooming coming soon. That's all fluffed up in Caseyville. 618-855-8533.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
Once again, we welcome you back here to Camelot Bowl. Getting ready for some bowling here. Collinsville Lady Kahawks taking on the Lady Maroons of Belleville West. My name once again is Todd Duke. Girls are bowling over here on lanes 25 and 26. That would be just under the blank lane 27 where you see the darkness in the background. Lane 27 and 28 have been turned off, so there's a little space in between everything, so things will move just a little bit faster than normal. Collinsville, they will lead off with Elena Lang. She is a junior over here on lane 26. And there goes her first ball. We are underway and cutting in and missed the head pin. Elena on the year is averaging 184 on the season. Had a game high of 207 and a series high 559. She'll be opposed by Sam Querin, the senior for Belleville West over on 25, who picks up a strike. Sam on the year averaging 131 with a game high of 189. And she starts off with a pretty good roll. And Elena Lang is going to try to pick up her spare over here on 26 to give Collinsville a fighting chance, and that's exactly what she does. Emmeline Williams will be bowling second for Collinsville, but here is Alyssa Law, a senior over on 25 for Belleville West. Alyssa and her twin sister Allison both bowling here for Collinsville. Here is Emmeline Williams, a sophomore for Collinsville on 26. She cuts that one in there and picks up a strike, so a nice job by her. Williams on the year with an average of 152. And as I mentioned, she'll be opposed by Alyssa Law, Here is Sydney Long, one of the freshmen on the team this year for Sean Hay and his Collinsville Lady Kahawks. Sydney Long, down 26 she'll go. And trying to cut that one over there. It's going to miss the head pin as well. Didn't get as much movement as she would have liked. And Alyssa Law over on 25 trying to pick up her spare with the 7 pin, the only thing remaining. And she ends up throwing that one in the gutter. Sydney Long trying to pick up this mess over here. She has the 1, 5, 4, and 7 remaining over here on 26. And here is that try. A little bit more movement over to our left side. Gets all of them. Nice pickup there on the spare. Had pins scattered all over the place, so that was not a bad pickup. Brooke Reeves, junior, over on lane 25 for Belleville West. Leaves 1 pin after her first roll, and that is the 5 pin. And here is the lone senior on this year's squad for Collinsville, Layla Jayoko. And Layla down 26. Nice smooth release over there, and she'll pick up a strike. Nicely done there by Layla. Layla comes in averaging a 193. 224 is her high game, and she has a 628 for her high series. But the next lady up for Collinsville, Kellen Stevens, she's the one who leads every category. She has the most pins so far with 1,805, has an average of 200, has a high game of 258, and the high series of 640, and she'll leave up 1. Here is Allison Law over on 25. No, that's still Brooke Reeves over on 25, who left that 5 pin standing. And now Kellen Stevens will try to pick up this 9 pin left over on 26 for Collinsville. And Stevens will let her go. A little bit longer of a wait over on 25 because the JV girls are bowling over on 23 and 24, although Collinsville only has 3 JV bowlers this year, so not really sure how many JV bowlers there are for Belleville West. Looks like the JV team for Lady Maroons, they don't have enough uniforms, so a lot of them are wearing just their street clothes that they came in with. Collinsville is already finished and not an open frame in the first. Spare strike, spare strike, spare is how Collinsville went. Here is Allison Law trying to pick up her mess, and she does. That's another nice one over there. Those with the scattered pins, they will leave a little bit to be desired for you over there. So that'll bring up Autumn McGuire, the anchor bowler here for Belleville West. Autumn leads her team in every category as well. Pins per game, 1,687. She'll pick up a strike. High game of 187, or excuse me, an average of 187, high game of 246, and a high series of 625. That'll do it for frame number one. Collinsville with a slim 2-pin lead, 50-48, after the first frame is all said and done. And here is Sam Quirin, the captain for the Lady Maroons bowling team over here on 26. And now they'll probably finish up a little quicker, and Collinsville will be the ones lagging behind as they have to wait for the JVers on their left to get finished rolling. Quirin picked up a strike her first time up, but this time she'll leave two. Here is Elena Lang over on 25 for Collinsville. Got the head pin this time, but just not squarely enough to take all of them down. She ends up leaving up the 4-pin, it looks like. Quirin will go for her spare here first. She has the 5 and the 9. Or excuse me, the 3 and the 6 over here on 26. It's curving in there. She'll get both of them and pick herself up a spare. So a strike spare start for Sam Quirin. Here is Elena Lang for Collinsville over on 25, trying to pick up her 1 pin. She does. And now Alyssa Law comes up for Belleville West on 26. Has that backward spin, right-handed, but the ball spins from left to right, and she'll leave up the 7-pin. Here is Emmeline Williams. Played a lot last year on the varsity side as a freshman, but she's a sophomore now. And trying to get that one to spin on over. It did eventually after it kind of hugged that gutter for a little while, but she leaves 3 up. And here is Alyssa Law trying to go for that 7-pin, but overcorrected just a little bit too much because she has that opposite spin. That spin goes from left to right. So she overcompensated just a bit. Emmeline Williams over on 25 lets it go for Collinsville. And she'll pick up a spare. Boys are underway over on 29 and 30. That would be the varsity team. JV team is on 31 and 32. And they are just about ready to start their 3rd frame over there on the boys' side. Sydney Long, the freshman for Collinsville, on 25. And she throws that one into the gutter. Brooke Reeves, the number 3 bowler for Belleville West, will let it go down 26, trying to pick up her spare, and that looks pretty good, and it is. So the junior Reeves will take care of her spare on 26. And here is Sydney Long on 25, trying to pick up a 10-pin spare. That one looks a little better than the last one, but she'll leave the head pin plus a couple of others. Allison Law on 26 for Collinsville lets it fly. She'll pick up a strike. And now Layla Giocco over on 25 for Collinsville will get to go. Nope, she'll step back and let the JVer for Belleville West go first. Looks like the JV team for Belleville West maybe has 4 girls. To Collinsville's 3. Here is Giocco over on 25 for the Kahawks. The senior lets it fly. And she'll leave up the 10-pin. He was going for 2 strikes in a row, but we'll have to settle to try to pick up a spare. Here is Autumn McGuire on 26 for Collinsville with that pink ball. She'll pick up a strike, back-to-back strikes for Belleville West here in the 2nd frame. Layla on 25. Trying to peg this 10-pin. And she will. Now leave everything up to Kellen Stevens, the junior anchor for Sean Hay and his Lady Kahawks. I know they might have 5 over there for the JV team for Belleville West and the Lady Maroons, and the 10-pin also staying stuck up there for Stevens as well. So she will try to pick up a spare and go with back-to-back spares. The only open frame so far, that was thrown by Sydney Long. She had that gutter ball to start off this second frame and then took down 7 of the 10 pins remaining. And Stevens will try to pick up this 10 pin here to keep it that way. Belleville West with a couple of strikes and a couple of spares here in the second frame, and Stevens will indeed take care of that 10 pin, and after 2 frames in the books, Collinsville up 135 to 127. Glad that you are with us. Got a little chilly out today after a high yesterday of about 55. Woke up this morning and it was 44, but boy, did it go downhill quick, and we had some very strong winds in the area. 30 to 40, sometimes 50-mile-an-hour winds, depending on where you were. When I was at school today, you could hear that wind whipping outside. Here is Elena Lang over on 26 here for Collinsville, right below our location, and she'll leave up the 6 and the 10. Sam Quirin on 25 for Belleville West. We'll let it go. And into the gutter it goes. Looks like Collinsville only has 2 of their JVers playing over on 24. Numbers are a little light, Coach Hay was telling me. Elena Lang on 26 will take care of a spare. Quirin over on 25 trying to do that as well, but she has all 10 pins left up there after throwing a gutter ball on her first try. And here is her second effort. That one's curving in there and going to miss the head pin, so she will not pick up the spare. Emmeline Williams on 26 for the Kahawks. And how about a strike for Emmeline? That's her second. Had a spare in the second, so she's got a spare sandwich going on. Strike, spare, strike in her first 3 frames. Alyssa Law will step up to lane 25. Has that, again, that rotation that goes from left to right. Sydney Long trying to forget about that open frame in the second and concentrate here in the third. And that one looks pretty good. Oh, left up the 10 pin again. That seems to be an epidemic over here for Collinsville on 25 and 26. Alyssa Law has a gaggle of pins all in the middle, though, 4 of them. She's trying to pick those up, and she will leave up 1. She'll leave up the 5 pin. Long has the 10 pin over here on 26 left to pick up. And here is that effort. Stays up, it will. Nice job by the Kahawk freshman. That'll bring up Layla Giocco, but first Brooke Reeves rolls down 25 right on that head pin, but leaves a couple of them, one of them wobbling. I don't think she liked that at all. That look on her face was like, I did what I was supposed to. I hit the head pin. There is Layla on 26 for the Kahawks. And that looks good, and it is. So 2 strikes for Layla. She has the same thing going on that Emmeline Williams does, a little spare sandwich, strike, spare, strike in the first 3 frames. As Reeves takes care of her spare over on 25. Here is Kellen Stevens for Collinsville. And Stevens lets her fly down 26. Got that nice curve in there. And how about a strike for Stevens? So she has a spare strike going on for her. Collinsville's 3rd frame has come to a close. And we await Allison Law over on 25 for Belleville West. A little bit of a different delivery than her sister does, but she leaves herself a split. That's no good. Got the 7 and the 4 on the left side and the 10 on the right side. Brandon Campbell, former Kahawk bowler, supposed to join us here on the air. Did that a few times with us last year, but he's got some finals to take at Swick apparently, and he's on his way, according to his dad, Todd Campbell, who helps us out a lot here for all these matches, keeping score of everything that I can't keep score of because I can only concentrate on one. Here is McGuire for Belleville West after Allison Law had an open frame. McGuire right down the middle, but leaves herself a small split. That's manageable. Leaving up the 4 and the 5. Slide that ball right in between them. It'll take care of them. Should, anyway. We'll see how she wants to handle it here. Down 25 it goes with that pink bowling ball. Right? Ooh, I thought for a minute there it was going to go right in between them, but the last minute it took a little jaunt to the left. And that'll leave a pin up. So, after 3 in the books, Collinsville has a lead of 223 to 205. And I just got through telling you that Mr. Brandon Campbell was on his way. And there he is. How are you, sir?
I'm here. Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man.
Yes, I know. I'm a little
Coach
late.
Shea over here looking at his watch like he's paying you, right? You're tardy, young man.
Yeah, I know.
How's it going, man? How's school?
Just done with school today, finally.
Yeah? So you guys are finished over at Swick and having it's like it for you, or is this just the beginning of your Christmas break?
Beginning of Christmas break.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a long Christmas break, man.
Yeah, we go back the second week of January, I think.
Yeah. My wife hates it that I get off for 16 days. I couldn't imagine having, what you guys got, 40?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah,
I've
something
never
like
counted
that. Well, it is the 10th of December, and you guys don't go back till the middle of January, so something close to that.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, I would too. Don't get used to that, man. When you graduate out in the real world,
Yeah, you don't get that.
no, you don't get 35 days off for Christmas break. Not unless you've got a bunch of vacation days saved up.
Which more than likely I won't.
Yeah, probably not. At least not from the beginning anyway.
No.
Yeah, Heroes Alyssa Law down 26 as Brandon and I are kind of bantering around over here. I've kind of lost track. Uh-oh, now the pin scooper upper's caught, and we got one that's, now it's even closer to us.
What'd you call it?
The pin sweeper. I don't know what it's called. What is it called?
The sweep.
The sweep. Okay, I was close. I think I called it the pin picker upper. Something like that. Here's Brooke Reeves on 26. Anyway, one of these days we'll get back to actually bowling here.
Hey, you got to have fun sometimes. Right?
Yeah, I try to have fun whenever I can, man. It's one of those things. Here is Emmeline Williams, the sophomore for Collinsville, on 25. She knocked down 6, has 4 more to go. Try to pick up a spare and keep her record alive with no open frames, and that's exactly what she does. So she, through the first 4 frames, has gone strike, spare, strike, spare. Brooke Reeves trying to pick up those 2 pins, but it falls into the gutter instead. She looks a little flabbergasted that that happened. Sydney Long, the freshman for Collinsville on the varsity team this year. And that one's going to go into the gutter. That's the second time so far here since we began that she's thrown one into the gutter. Here's Allison Law down 26 for Belleville West, and she'll leave up 2 as well.
Do that?
I don't have any idea. It looked like that 10 pin banked up against the side and then stood right back up to where it was.
I think it fell down and then stood up.
Yeah. Well, apparently it stood up in the right spot because the pin catcher got it. Usually if it's like off by an inch, that pin catcher will stop.
Yeah, it doesn't like that.
No, it does not. I wouldn't either. All right, here is Sydney Long for Collinsville, trying to have a 10-pin spare once again, and she did not get it, just like in the second frame. She'll leave 3 of them out there, and just missing onto the left-hand side of that 6-pin was Allison Law. Here is Layla Joko over on 25 for the Kahawks. She has 2 spares and a strike in that order in the first 3 frames. Or excuse me, a strike, spare, strike. She has the spare sandwich.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong side.
Yeah, I did that. Oh, I was looking at the wrong player. I had the right side, wrong player. Leaves up the 10 pin. She did that earlier in that second frame as well. Here is the Lady Maroons anchor bowler, Autumn McGuire, the junior, down 26. And she will leave up a little bit worse of a split than she left herself last time. Last time it was the 4 and the 5, and I said all she had to do was go in between them. This time it's a little bit worse. Although for some reason or other, the computer's saying the only pin standing is a 7. Gioko takes care of her pin. Yeah, so Sean Hay's going to have to correct that. I don't think he knows about it yet either.
I think it's not on a spare, so they can leave it that way. It doesn't
Yeah.
affect the score.
Yeah, well, the computer says that she got 9 pins down.
Right.
So if she takes care of the 7, she'll get a spare, right? Here's
It should realize that
Kellen
there's
Stevens.
one up
Yeah.
there.
Stevens left herself a bit of a mess over there as well. Not only the 7-10 split, but throwing the 6 for good measure. Here is McGuire down 26, trying, and if that would have stayed just a little bit farther to the right, she probably could have got that.
Yeah, it scored it right. It marked it
Yeah,
as
it did.
9-0.
Yep. So Stevens has her work cut out for her here. I will buy her a Pepsi if she can pick this up.
Does she like Pepsi?
I don't have any idea, but she throws a gutter ball anyway, so my Pepsi's safe.
She must have heard you.
I don't know. I'm a Coke guy myself. I don't even know why I said Pepsi.
I don't drink soda, so.
Yeah, I drink a Pepsi product, but I drink Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. I don't know, we're getting the side eye over here from Sean Hay. All right, 4 frames in the books. Collinsville up 299 to 258. Here is Layla Lang over on 26. Lang hits that head pin, but leaves up 1. I believe that's the 9 pin, if my eyes are not mistaken.
It is the 9 pin.
Okay, good. My eyes are not mistaken. I don't need to change my prescription. Here is Sam Quirin on 25. I believe she left up. She leave up the same pin?
It's a 3.
Okay, never mind. My eyes aren't that great. Even though both of us are wearing glasses.
They only do so much, right?
I know, right, exactly. They need to do more. I wouldn't mind some, I wouldn't mind some laser beams. Here is Quirin over on 25. She throws that one into the gutter. And here comes Emmeline Williams for Collinsville on 26. Boys are almost finished with their 5th frame while the girls are just getting their 5th underway. And Williams will leave up 3, 6, 10. There is Alyssa Law. Law gets up there, man. She takes those strides. I know. She takes those strides up to the lane, then she comes to a complete stop and then lets the ball go. And she does. She has that opposite rotate going on there. I've noticed that myself. Williams on 26. Sean Hay bothering you? Do I need to get management involved?
No.
Okay. Williams will pick up, Williams will pick up her spare. Here is Law, who stops and then throws that opposite rotation ball, and she'll pick up one of the 2. Now, her sister doesn't do that. Her sister has a totally different throw.
There's 2 laws, isn't there?
Yeah. Sydney Long on 26, trying to stay away from those gutter balls. She's already thrown 2, but she's not going to be happy about that because that's a split. Here is Brooke Reeves over on 25. I like the fact that Belleville West has the names on the backs of their jerseys.
Makes
or
it
their
easier,
shirts.
right?
Yeah, it does for me, sure. Of course, then half of them got it covered up with that long hair, so. I like Collinsville shirts, though. Those are stylish. Sydney Long on 26, trying for a split spare pickup here. And that, I thought that looked pretty good until the last second. It just took a little bit too much to a left-hand turn. Here is Brooke Reeves on 25, trying to pick up a mess of pins and a spare, but she'll leave one of those. Layla Giocco on 26 for Collinsville.
Did they have these shirts last year or these new ones?
I don't know. You asked me to remember something from last year. I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
That was today, too.
Yeah, I know. Allison Law, actually, I had some toaster strudels.
Oh, you do remember?
Yeah, I do. I had to think about it for a minute, though. Allison Law leaves up the 7 pin. And another strike for Giocco. She's got 3 strikes and 2 spares. Here is Stevens. Got victimized by a split her last time up, so that unfortunately turned into an open frame. Collinsville with 2 strikes and 2 spares in that 5th frame. And here is Law picking up that 7 pin. That'll leave things up to Autumn McGuire on 25 for Belleville West for us to finish up frame number 5. McGuire. On 25 with that pink ball. And she lets it go. Right into that head pin, but leaves the 10 pin standing. Maybe. Oh, nope, it fell down. They're going to count? It should.
It should. I don't think the rack got it.
No, the rack was already coming down when that other bowling pin was still rolling, so they're going to have to switch that. I would say I got a strike, man, because that pin went down before the pin catcher caught it. So Sean Hay doing some yeoman's work over here. Not knowing. I think Kellen Stevens is going to get up there and change that, though. So there you go.
Yeah, she got it.
Yeah. Kellen is multitasking. So after 5 frames in the books, Collinsville up by 50 pins, 364 to 314. Here is Sam Quirin on 26 for Belleville West for us to start off the 6th. And Quirin almost kind of dropped that ball. Still almost did its job. Missed the head pin, though. She'll have 4 pins remaining. Elena Lang for Collinsville on 25. Hugging that side on the right. And she'll leave up. Looks like the exact same thing that Quirin lifted up.
I believe it is.
1, 2, 4, and the 8. Quirin, she'll get first crack at her. Little mix-up of numbers there. That's going to fall into the gutter. So, Elena Lang, do not take notes from Sam Quirin. Go up there and do your thing.
Eventually, they'll get that pin out of the gutter on
Eventually.
26.
Somebody will roll a gutter ball on that side. And, oh, a nice job. That was a nice pickup there by Williams.
Coach is pretty happy about that one.
Yeah. Here is Law. And she has that opposite spin and almost got a strike. That'll bring up for Collinsville, Emmeline Williams. Williams down 25. And that one had a nice little spin over and went from right to left and took care of what it needed to take care of. Here's Alyssa Law, who stops and then throws.
She
almost got that rotation
got
working
the
for her. Yeah. I almost took care of both of them.
Yeah.
Sydney Long on 25 for the Kahawks. Trying to shake off that open frame. It was a split in the 5th frame that she missed. And here is that effort. Stay up there, stay up there, stay up there. Well, it stayed up there. Only got about 3, though. Brooke Reeves, excuse me. People wanted to say Rives. It's R-I-V-E-S, but it's pronounced Reeves. And every time I look at the name on my list, I keep wanting to say Rives.
It's one way to spell it, right?
Yeah. So Sydney Long, the freshman, trying to work out some kinks here in the early going. 3 open frames so far for her here in this first match. Trying not to make it 4. Roll over there. Nope, it falls into the gutter. Allison Law on 26 now for Belleville West. Totally the opposite throw that her sister has. And she'll pick up a strike.
You see, if you watched them bowl, you wouldn't be able to tell that they're sisters by the way that they bowl.
No.
Because it's complete opposite.
It is. But you look at their faces and they're identical.
Yeah.
They try to match each other's hair, kind of, sort of. One's kind of got a brunette.
Similar, yes.
Yeah. Here's Layla Joko. We'll stop talking about hairstyles here. Layla picks up a strike. Back-to-back strikes for her. And here is Autumn McGuire on 26 now for the Maroons, and she'll pick up a strike as well. Ends pretty strong. Also back-to-back strikes for her. Trying to accomplish the same feat. Here is Kellen Stevens for Collinsville on 25. Stevens.
Looks good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. There we go. Everybody's got strikes. You get a strike. I get a strike. They get a strike. Feeling like Oprah over here.
I'm not even bowling, and I get a strike.
You get a strike. All right, 6 frames in the books. Collinsville up 443 to 379. Trying to glance over here to the boys. Looks like the boys have a lead, 7-12 to 5:42, if my eyes are not mistaken. Here's Sam Quirin. Quirin down 25, and she'll have that one swing out to the left just a little bit before it hits that head pin, and she'll leave up 3. Here is Lena Lang on 26 for Collinsville. She'll leave up 1.
Sorry, coach is distracting me.
I know, that's why I said, you want me to get the manager? Excuse me, manager? Can you tell this guy to stop bothering us? Sam Quirin on 25, trying to pick up her spare. Ooh, that was so close to going in the gutter. Honestly, don't know how it didn't. Lena Lang on 26, just 1 pin left. And that looks like it's probably, ooh, just missed to the right. I thought it was going to rotate that way, the way that ball was spinning, but it just never would. So Elena, that is her second open frame. And that'll leave things to Emmeline Williams. Williams down 26.
Got a hook.
Yeah, missed the head pin though.
Those are new jerseys from last year, by the way.
Okay. See, at least when he bothers you, you're learning things, right?
That's true.
Always good to learn something. I try to learn something new every day. I don't know if I did that yet today or not, but the day's not over yet.
Well, you learned that those are new jerseys.
I did. I just did learn that, didn't I? Somebody told me that. I can't remember who. Here is Williams down 26. And that looks pretty good, and it is. Brooke Reeves on 25
like
for...
little kick she did there.
Yeah. Well, that always helps, doesn't it?
Right.
Body English. I do that on the golf course. It never helps.
I do that all the time when I'm bowling.
Yeah. I think pretty much everybody does.
Yeah.
I think it helps more in bowling than it does in golf. When you hit your ball extremely to the left and you start leaning right, it's not going to go back to the right.
That doesn't work.
No.
I've tried that too.
Sydney Long on 26 picks up a strike. There you go. Coach Hay happy about that as well. Allison Law on 25 for Belleville West. She's got a mess to clean up over there. Big 7-10 split plus the 6 pin in there to boot. Layla Jaoko getting ready over on 26. I feel like I've been watching her for 7 years now, but it's only been 4. She has been on the varsity team since she was a freshman.
Oh, she is a senior, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. The only senior on the roster this year for Collinsville. Layla down 26. And leave up 1. She is very good friends with another Layla Hutchinson.
Tennis player, right?
Yeah, they both play tennis, and Layla Hutchinson is also in my Kahok Broadcasting Club. Here is Autumn McGuire on 25, and that looks pretty good from here, and it is. That's a strike. Jaoko
looks pretty good.
Trying to pick up the spare, and she has yet to hit an open frame. Yesterday at O'Fallon, 224, 202, and 202, so she had a pretty good night. Kellen Stevens will wrap up the 7th frame here for Collinsville. And that one looks pretty good as well. Bam, there you go. A turkey for Kellen Stevens and for her competition, Autumn McGuire. So they're not quite the head-to-head battle going on right there. Right now, McGuire has a 2-pin lead, 125 to 123 over Stevens. And after 7 in the books, Lady Cahoks are up 550 to 465. Here is Sam Quirin on 26 to start the 8th frame for us. And she mows down every one of them except for the 2 left. Looked like for a minute there, it was just like the left ones were going to fall and the right ones were going to stay up. Elena Lang on 25. Strike. That is her first strike here in this first matchup.
I can't read that score over there on the boys' side.
Yeah, I was struggling here for a little bit too, but the last I did see, Collinsville was up. Looks like 804 to 663 right now.
I think I need new glasses because I can't read that.
Yeah, the screens are a little darker than they probably need to be.
Those numbers are very small.
Yeah,
too.
that too. Emmeline Williams on 25. That one looks pretty good. Ooh, oh,
hit it.
and she gets it. There you
Yeah.
go. It's the second time we've seen that. One of those pins that'll continue to roll. Here is Alyssa Law, and she will leave up one. Yeah, her and her sister have two totally different bowling styles. Alyssa comes to a complete stop about a foot from the foul line and then steps into it. But Allison will just take those strides and roll in stride. Here is Sydney Long after her strike in the last frame, trying to make it back to back, and she does. Alyssa, stop, roll, spin. Didn't spin enough. Layla Jayoko on 25.
If she ever gets pins, that is.
Huh?
There it is. I was saying if the rack ever came down and put
Yeah,
pins down.
yeah, it's taking its time. Layla on 25, lets it go. And that looks pretty good as well. Ooh, that 10 pin. That pesky 10 pin.
Everybody's favorite.
Yep. Brooke Reeves on 26 for Belleville West. And no 10 pin stood in her way. She knocked them all down. Layla over on 25 trying to take care of this 10 pin. Pick up yet another spare.
Looks good.
And she will. Back-to-back spares for Layla after back-to-back strikes in the 5th and the 6th. Here is Allison Law on 26 for Belleville West. And she'll leave a wobbly 7 pin up along with the 4. Kellen Stevens on 25. Looking for 4 strikes in a row.
Looks good.
And she will. That'll put all the pressure on Autumn McGuire to do the same for Belleville West over here on 26. But first, Allison Law trying to pick up her spare, and that one looks like it's pretty good, and it is. All right, so now it's up to Autumn McGuire trying to keep up with Kellen Stevens. No easy task there. Both juniors as well, so a big battle going on between the two anchor juniors. And that does hook, and the 7 stays up.
She threw like 3 pins at it. And it
I know.
wouldn't go down.
Pin spinning all around that 7 pin and just wouldn't hit it. So advantage goes to Stevens here. Working on 4 strikes. That'll end 3 strikes in a row for McGuire. And Autumn down 26 will. Ooh, that jumps off at the last second, and she'll have an open frame. That is her second open frame here in this first match. Also back in the 4th, she did the same thing. Knocked down 9, left at 1 standing. So we move to the 9th. And here is Sam Quirin on 25 for Belleville West. Boys look like they are almost finished with the 9th frame. Quirin down 25, right on that head pin, but too much so. Left a couple more up. She wasn't happy with it. Lena Lang on 26 for Collinsville.
It's got a hook.
Hook it, hook it. Oh, just barely got that head pin, and it shows by the 3 she left standing. The 2, 4, and 5 are remaining. Quirin, she has 2 to pick up. Spare had an open frame in her last 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, all open frames, and now so is 9. A little bit of a rough go there for the lead bowler here for the Maroons. Elena Lang trying to pick up her spare on 26. That'll curve in there and be perfect.
The boys are going into the 10th frame over there now.
Yes, they are. Your dad will let me know what's going on.
He will, yeah.
I pay him well.
He's good at that.
Alyssa Law leaves 4 up. Here is Emmeline Williams for Collinsville on 26, and she'll leave 3 up. all on the right side, the 3, 6, and the 10. Boys always get done before the girls.
Yes, they typically bowl a little faster.
Yep. Williams on 26 for Collinsville. And that looks good. Yeah, nice job. Alyssa Law on 25, a little bit more work, but, well, she only gets 2 of the 4 left. I wonder how that little reverse spin became about. Was that taught or is that just something she did?
That's probably a natural
I would think
feel
so.
for her.
Sydney Long for Collinsville on 26. Get in there. There you go. How about a turkey for the freshman? Brooke Reeves on 25, and she will leave up the 4 and the 7 pin. Layla Jaoko on 26 for Collinsville. 2 spares in a row in the 7th and the 8th after 2 strikes in the 2 frames before that. And now she'll pick up the strike machine once again here in the 9th. She's got a pretty good game going on herself. No open frames at all for Layla. Here is Brooke Reeves trying to make sure this isn't an open frame. It needs to go, and it will. And she'll take care of that 4 and that 7 pin. And here now is Kellen Stevens. She has 4 strikes in a row, 5 strikes here in this first match. Get in there. There you go. 5 strikes in a row for Kellen Stevens.
It's a Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. Allison Law on 25 for Belleville West. Right down the middle, but 1 pin just wouldn't follow suit. Always an outlier, man. There's always an outlier. Boys are a couple of bowlers into the 10th. Girls are just getting ready to begin the 10th. We have 1 more ball coming up here from Allison Law. And then Autumn McGuire will close out the 9th. And Law, no problem taking out that last pin. Looks like Layla's a little hungry.
Yeah, she's got some snacks down there.
I saw that. You got a sandwich and some goldfish?
Hey, you got to stay well fed, right?
That's right. Here is Autumn McGuire. McGuire down 25. Whatever works for her, man. You know, she's got a will of a game going on, does Layla. McGuire leaves up the 10 pin. Last time it was the 7, and it fell off right at the last second. So we'll see what she has in store here for this 10 pin before we head to the 10th. McGuire gets out a different ball this time, not the pink one, but it's got some pink in it. And a little bit off to the left.
Got some blue in it, too.
Yeah, it was a multicolored ball. All right, 9 frames in the books. Collinsville up 769 to 631. And right now, Kellen Stevens, after that close neck-and-neck competition going on with her and Autumn McGuire, Stevens is up by a little over 20 pins. Sam Quirin is trying to figure things out. She does not look very happy with herself. She has a number of open frames. Matter of fact, she has a strike and a spare, and everything since then has been open. Strike in the first, spare in the second. Every frame after that is an open frame.
I don't think I'd be very happy about that either.
No, not at all. 1 pin left up for Elena Lang, so she'll have to pick up that 7 pin to get an extra throw here in the 10th. But Sam Quirin has got to pick up 9 pins if she wants to do the same, and she will leave up 1, so that'll do it for her here in this first matchup. And she will end up with, well, the computer's taking its time figuring it out. Here is Lang going on 25, so she'll get an extra throw.
Is it 95?
95, yeah. That's a kind of a yikes score.
Yeah.
Allison Law leaves up 3, I think. Or is it just 2?
It's looks like 2 from my
Okay,
angle.
I thought there was a sleeper back there, but no, there's not. All right, 1 final throw coming up here for Elena Lang. She will definitely win the head-to-head battle against Quirin. She's already got past that. And Lang will take away 6 and end up with a 161 and win that head-to-head matchup. Here is Alyssa Law on 26. She'll miss, so she'll be done here in this first match as well. Worst time in the world to have open frames is in the 10th, right?
Yes, sorry.
Law ends up with a 108.
I was watching the boys over there.
And Emmeline Williams will come up now. Already has secured the head-to-head matchup against Alyssa Law, as Williams comes up with a 167 already.
Did they break 26?
I don't know, did they?
I don't know.
Could be. It appears so. 26 just said, no, I'm not going to work anymore.
It says I'm done.
You guys aren't paying me enough. Oh, into the gutter it goes for Emmeline Williams. What a horrible time to do that. Never a good time to do it, but especially in the 10th.
If you're going to gutter on the first shot, do it in the first frame.
Yeah. So now Williams will have to pick up a 10-pin spare here. While somebody tries to figure out what's going on with lane 26. It's just kind of frozen.
It clocked out for the day.
It did. Emmeline Williams, a sophomore, down 25, trying for a 10-pin spare if she wants another throw here. Get over, get over, get over, get over. It does, but not enough and not in time, and she'll leave up 3. So Emmeline will end up with a 174, but more than enough to beat the 108 from Alyssa Law. Sydney Long, the freshman for Collinsville, will get a chance to bowl over here on 25 unless it's stuck too. Oh, there it goes. She has to wait for the JVer to get through over on 24.
They might fix 26 eventually.
They might. Somebody's got to eventually, or we'll be here all night. And I'm not all about that.
No, I'm good on that.
Here's Long, and that one needs to get over. She'll miss the head pin and leave up the 1, 2, and the 4. Looks like the JV Belleville West team does have 5 bowlers, and Collinsville's only has 3. Just get some experience over there, young ladies.
Right.
Boys game looks like it's just about over. A couple of throws left by each team.
Yeah, they're on the last bowler, it looks like.
Here is Sydney Long on 25 trying to pick up her spare to get an extra throw. And she will. Has anybody told anybody about what's going on over here?
Yeah, they're walking up there right now.
All right. I thought that's what they have those phones down there for.
Yeah, but they don't know how to use those. 'cause
Okay.
They don't look like a cell phone, right?
No. Right. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's the truth, isn't it?
Calling out my own generation.
Yeah, you are. Sydney Long on 25, trying to end on a high note. And roll in there. Get in there. It does. And she'll pick up a strike to end her first match with a 142. But Brooke Reeves has to wait before 26 gets fixed before we can continue this move over here by Belleville West.
That's a pretty good comeback by, what's her name? Long?
Long, yeah.
Yeah, she was at, does that say 45 in the 6th?
Yeah.
And then brought it back to 142.
Yep.
So I'd take that.
Yeah, she had a rough middle, but then she had that strike in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Had a spare in the 10th to give her one more throw, and then she used that throw wisely and picked herself up a strike. So, yeah, not bad. She's going to lose the head-to-head matchup because Brooke Reeves, without even throwing yet, has already got a 150. Here is Layla Jaoko over on 25. Ooh. Had to wait till now to do that, huh?
Yeah.
No open frames this whole entire match, and now she has a split to deal with here in the 10th.
I think that might change.
Yeah, I think so. She has the 7, 10, and then the 6. We've seen that a couple of times here tonight already, or today. I keep on thinking it's night. It probably is.
It probably
Thank
is.
you, sir.
It's 4 o'clock. It's probably dark outside.
Collinsville won game 1, 8-2 on the head-to-head matches, and took the overall 1,083 pins to 923. So nice job there by the boys. Layla will only pick up 1, and her first match will come to a close with a 194. Now lane 26 is finally fixed, and Brooke Reeves will leave up the 10-pin. Kellen Stevens over on 25 will wrap things up for Collinsville here after 1, 2, or 3 throws. And here is her first effort. That one looks pretty good, but she leaves the 10-pin up, so got the 10-pin itis going on over here for the girls.
She's got at least one more throw left.
At least.
Hopefully 2.
Brooke Reeves, we'll see if she has 1 or 2 more. And that one is going to head into the 10-pin. Nice job. For a minute there, it looked like it was heading right into the gutter. So Reeves gets an extra throw. Will Kellen Stevens get an extra throw? We'll find out right now.
Looks good.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's solid, man. Very solid. Came in second place in the Abe Lincoln Invite. Missed first place by 23 pins. Ooh, that one kind of took a jaunt to the left there for Reeves, but her night will end with a 178. So she will win the head-to-head matchup against Long. Allison Law will be up next. Here is Stevens. Her final throw here in this first match will be a strike. So she ends strong, and Stevens ends up with a 222 to begin her first match. That'll put some pressure on Autumn McGuire, and I don't think McGuire can do it.
I don't believe so. She
Nope.
can only max out at 191.
Yeah. Here is Allison Law. Law down 26 will pick up a strike. And we'll have a couple of extra throws here. She's going head-to-head with Layla Jaoko.
I believe Layla may have already won that.
Yeah, I think so. 194, and right now she's got a 154 with 2 more throws left. I think the best she can do is, what, 174?
Yes, 174.
Yeah. And, well, she's going to give that a try, isn't she? That 10 will bump her up to 164. Collinsville, by the way, ended up, oh, well, they just took it away.
It was 8-something. I just didn't read it.
Yeah. Could probably read it there when he gets through putting it in.
This is true.
All right, so Allison Law ends up with a 172. Again, Layla Jaoko won that head-to-head matchup, 194 to 172. And now it's all up to Autumn McGuire to send us into match number 2. Match number 2 already underway for the boys. They are 3 bowlers into the first frame in match 2. Here is Autumn McGuire. Down 26, and she'll pick up a strike. And that'll give her 2 more throws over here on 26 before we call match number 1 complete. At this point, though, she doesn't have to wait for anyone.
It's true. Nobody to the right.
Nope. And everybody to the left is already finished. How about back-to-back strikes for Autumn McGuire? She had a pretty strong game going on there. So, I mean, you know, what she has going on right now is not bad. But those that 8th and that 9th frame, man, when she left that 1 pin up on a 7 and a 10 and couldn't get either one of them, that hurt a little bit.
I'm glad you remember them because I don't.
Yeah. 7 in the 9th, just fell off into the gutter at the last minute, and then the 10th she just missed a little bit wide to the left. Here is her final throw here in match number 1, and she will leave up a couple and end up with a 189. And Belleville will end up with a 742. Couldn't remember what Collinsville did, but your dad's about ready to take care of that right now for me. Thank you, sir.
He's on
893. So Collinsville wins 9 of the 10 head-to-head matches, plus they won the overall match, 893 to that 742. Time for us to take a little bit of a break here while match number 2 gets underway, and we'll come back and tell you a little bit about it right after we take this break here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right?
If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
All right, once again, we welcome you back here to Camelot Bowl. We are underway in match number 2 for the girls. Boys are already in the second frame, halfway through the second frame of match number 2. I'm going to go sneak away and take a little break there, Brandon. You got this?
I got it.
All right, man. Have fun.
All right, we are in frame 1 of game number 2 here. We still have that deadwood on lane 26. We'll get that eventually. Miss Layla J. Oko over on 25. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. A nice cold water now. Over on the boys' side, they are in frame number 2. They won the first game, I think. Yes, it looks like it. They did win the first game. Layla going for her spare on 25, leaving up the 1-7. And that's one way to pick that. It's a 1-5, or 1-7, sorry. I don't know. Yeah. We got Coach Hay over here giving me a hard time. I'm just kidding. Kellen Stevens on 25. Throwing the first shot of her game with a nice strike on 25. I'm not sure what's going on 26 here. We might be waiting on a ball return. I can't really tell. But while we wait, over on the boys' side, Parker Schmidt is up for Belleville West. Very, very talented two-handed kid. Very, very good shot there. I believe he's a senior. I could be wrong, but I think he's a senior. Still waiting on a ball return or a lane malfunction on 26. We will get underway here. Here we go. Substitution here for Belleville West, bringing in a lefty. knocking down, is that 7? Yeah, that is the 1-2-5 on 26. And we are back underway for Belleville West on 26 on this beautiful, cloudy and cold evening. It's very chilly outside and very windy today. Spare shot on 26, that looks good. Good spare there. And now we have Brooke Reeves on 26. I believe the only two-hander. Yeah, the only two-hander for the Lady Maroons. That is the 1-2-8-9 left on 26. On the JV side, Collinsville only has 3 JV girls, I believe. I do not know their names, and I do not know what they bowled the first game, but there are 3 of them. And a good spare on 26 for Brooke Reeves. Snack time down here for Miss Jayoko. Gets more energy to bowl the last 2 games here. Allison Law on 26. Thought that 10 pin was going to stand, but I actually don't know what hit that. It looks like the 6 pin. Couldn't really tell though. And now Autumn McGuire on 26. Finishing off the first frame for the Maroons. That is a nice Brooklyn strike there. But a strike is a strike nonetheless.
All right, man, what'd I miss? Anybody bowl 300?
Nope, not in the one frame that you were gone.
Figured I'd ask.
Hey, always worth a shot, right?
Yeah. I know that Sully Fry came close to having one.
He did.
Just a couple of days ago.
I believe that was at Bel Air.
Yeah. I'm never around when those things even remotely get close to happening. Keep on waiting for them. Of course, the only ones I do are here. Seems like every time somebody for Collinsville bowls a 300, it's always at an away game.
Yeah. It's always St. Clair or Bel Air.
Yeah, seems like it. What's up with Camelot? Why can't we bowl a 300 here?
That's a good question, actually.
Okay, who do I ask?
I don't know.
Manager?
Maybe. Whoever puts the oil pattern down.
Okay. All right, we are underway in frame number 2 of the second match. Here is Evelyn Williams on 26 for Collinsville, hugging that line over on the right, missed the head pin. Everything, 1, 2, 4, 7, all standing up over there on the left. You can turn that down whenever you do that, man. You're always going to be number 2. Oh, you don't get that rattling going on. And here is Jersey Cardi on 25. So I guess they took out Alyssa Law. Number 2. This one, right here. Right here. There you go.
Did I do that right?
I think so. You got turned up about halfway.
Right there?
What'd you do?
I don't know.
I don't know what you did either. That there, that there. Oh, there we go. I think that's the balance. Maybe. All right. That should be good.
Did we get it?
I think so.
Okay. This is why I don't mess with your stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How about Sydney Long? She ended that first match pretty well and got a split in the first frame and only hit 1 of the 2, but picks up a strike here in the second. What did I see? Jersey Cardi? Cardi?
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what the shirt said.
Yeah. I was trying to see if she was on the old list of players, bowlers. Yep, Jersey Cardi is a senior. So she takes over for Alyssa Law. And after Layla Jaoko picks up a strike after a spare in the first, here is Kellen Stevens, who picked up a strike in the first, and now will try to pick up a spare. So we're kind of bouncing back and forth here.
Flip-flopping.
Yeah. Elena Lang, though, she has back-to-back strikes to start off this second match for Collinsville. Here is Allison Law, who has stayed in after Brooke Reeves just picked up the spare, and Allison Law will try to do the same after she leaves up one. And now Kellen Stevens on 26 for Collinsville to close out frame number 2, and she will pick up a spare. She's solid, man. She's been playing on this varsity team since she was a freshman, too. She's a junior now. And she's having a pretty good start to her year. Here is Alyssa Law. She'll pick up her spare. And then it'll be up to Autumn McGuire to end frame number 2 here in the second match for the girls.
It's toasty in here today.
It is not. You and your dad both. Your dad's wearing shorts. Come on, man.
I would be wearing shorts if it was not 40-mile-an-hour winds outside.
Yeah. Here is a strike there by Autumn McGuire. So after 2 frames in the books, Collinsville trailing by 4 pins, 132 to 128, but we still have a long ways to go. Boys are already into their 4th frame.
They're speed bowling over there.
Yeah, they are. They don't mess around. They got plans.
They got some hot dates tonight.
They got to go play some video games.
That too.
Yeah.
Or study.
That too. I know that next week is finals week for the first semester. That's always fun. Here is Sam Quirin on 26 for Belleville West at a 95 in her first game, so she's trying to rectify that situation, and that'll help with back-to-back strikes.
She's off to a better start this game.
Big time. Lena Lang was looking for a turkey to start this second match, but that's going to fall by the wayside as she'll leave up the 1, 2, and the 4. Got to hit that head pin if you want to strike, man. Here's Jessie Carty. Took over for Alyssa Law, and that one's going to go in the gutter. She's a lefty. She takes care of that pin, though.
They don't have to worry about that anymore.
No. She shouldn't look like that when she comes back. She'd be like, I was just trying to get that pin out of the way for y'all. Taking one for the team.
Unfortunately, I don't think that was the case.
No, it's not. Elena Lang will take care of her spare on 25, and now Carty will have the 10-pin spare to try to pick up over here on 26, and the lefty will give her her best shot. Got 8 of them. Emmeline Williams on 25 is her counterpart, and Williams will leave up 2, but she'll have another crack at it. Meanwhile, Brooke Reeves, man, that girl works quick. She steps up there and goes.
She goes.
Not going to get that 7-pin. Had a pin fall right in front of it.
She's trying to get back to her video games, too.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe she's got a date with one of the boys.
I hope not.
Yeah, you know. Never can tell.
It's true.
Williams on 25, and that one looks pretty good. It is. Reeves, yeah, I'm telling you, she doesn't waste any time. She grabs that ball and she goes. Get over there. There it goes. Got that 7-pin, picks herself up a spare. Matter of fact, that's all she has here in the first 3 frames of match number 2. Spare, spare, spare. Sydney Long, the lone freshman of the 10 bowlers, bowling right now. Down 25 for the Lady Kahawks, and she'll pick up a strike. Allison Law on 26. Boy, we're cooking right now, aren't we? Back
Lots
and forth
of
we
strikes.
go, yeah. And, ooh, almost another one there. Layla Jaoko on 25 for Collinsville. Getting ready to go. A spare strike start for her. And down 25 it goes. And how about another strike? Back-to-back strikes. Allison Law trying to pick up her spare for Belleville West on 26. That looks pretty good. And now the anchor bowlers, Kellen Stevens for Collinsville on 25. She has a strike and a spare in her first 2 frames.
2 strikes for McGuire, yes.
Yeah. And Stevens down 25. Takes care of all of them. Boy, that was violent.
Yeah. She's throwing pins around like crazy.
Telling you. There is Autumn McGuire trying to keep pace. That's got a turn to do, and it didn't turn quick enough.
That one didn't throw as many pins around.
No, it did not. A little less violent.
Yeah.
So one more throw here for Autumn McGuire, and we can call the third frame history. Collinsville has retaken the lead here, no matter what McGuire does. That one's got to go. That one's got to go. It did not go.
Did not go.
It did not go. So Collinsville up by 20 pins now, 233 to 213. Third frame's in the book. Fourth frame getting ready to start. Boys are in the middle of their fifth frame. Brody Hoganson left himself up a little bit of a mess there.
He doesn't look like he's having much fun.
He never looks like he's having much fun.
That's true. He could bowl a 300 and he'd show no emotion.
Yeah. Some people are like that, man. They show it all on the inside, right?
Yeah.
You know what that's saying? I'm laughing on the inside. I'm celebrating on the inside is what he would say. Don't worry, there's a party going on in here. There's Elena Lang on 26, and man, I tell you what, sometimes it amazes me. You ever watch bowling on TV?
Yeah.
And then they show it in slow motion, and you just see all the pins just going everywhere, and somehow there's a pin that just won't go down. Sam Quirin over on 25 having a lot better of a start than she did in the first game, first match. But she'll have a spare to pick up here with the 6 and the 10 left. Just the 7 pin stands in front of Elena Lang to pick up her second spare after 2 strikes in the first 2 frames, spare in the third, going for a spare here in the fourth, and she'll nail that one no problem at all.
Are those sweatpants that West is wearing?
Could be. I'm not sure. I don't know. I thought everybody wore leggings nowadays when you're on the female variety.
It could be that too.
Yeah. Emmeline Williams on 26 for Collinsville. Get in there, and it does. And Williams will pick up her first strike here in this second match. After back-to-back spares in the second and the third, that followed an open frame in the first. Here is Jessie Carty on 25 for the Lady Maroons. She'll leave up 4. And here comes Sydney Long.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Okay. And Long will pick up a strike. How about a turkey for the freshman? Jessie Carty on 25 trying to pick up a spare. And she will. Layla Joko on 26 for Collinsville. They just completed the 5th frame on the boys' side as Layla throws down 26. And she'll leave up a couple. Collinsville looks like they're up 421 to 397 on the boys' side. Both bowlers for both teams leaving up 2 on their respective frames. Here as we get underway, or we're midway through the 4th.
Did I do that right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brooke Reeves on 25 gets first crack at it. She'll pick up her spare. Now Layla Joko on 26 looking to do the same.
That looks good.
And it does. Layla's only open frame in that first match was in the 10th. And so far, so good here in this second match. Spare, strike, strike, spare. Alyssa Law leaves up 1, and now Kellen Stevens, who has a strike, spare, strike. Trying to continue her dominance over here. And that one looks pretty good as well, but she'll leave up a couple. So her and Layla are trying to like mirror each other here. Not exactly. But if Kellen can pick this spare up, they will both have 2 strikes and 2 spares through the first 4 frames, just not in that order.
Kellen's going for the Dutch 200 there.
That's what it is. Here's Allison Law. That one needs to move, and it just did not. Kellen Stevens on 26. On it goes, and she'll miss it.
We jinxed it.
Yeah, we did. You did. I didn't.
I'll take the blame.
Sure, okay. That's what you're here for, right?
Yeah.
Here's Autumn McGuire on 25 for Belleville West, and she'll pick up a strike. That'll put on some pressure against Kellen. Right now, though, Autumn is 11 pins behind, but she's working on a strike while Stevens is coming off of an open frame.
They in the 6th over there on the boys' side?
They are in the 6th. They just are getting ready to head toward the bottom of the 6th, if you will. I see I use a baseball term.
Yeah. They are moving right along over there.
Yeah. Well, that thing is probably just a little bit too far away. There you go.
Not bad.
You're all right. Sam Quirin gets us going over here on 5, and that one's going in the gutter. Collinsville's Elena Lang knocked down 7 in her first throw of this 5th frame. And now Elena Lang down 25.
It's a fun name to say, isn't
It is. I know Coach A likes it too.
Yeah, he loves that name.
I like saying that name. Sam Quirin on 26 after a gutter ball on her first throw. And she will pick up 8 of the 10. Here is Emmeline Williams on 25 for Collinsville.
She's a sophomore, yes?
Yes, she is. We have one sophomore throwing in the 10, and we have one freshman throwing in the 10. Everybody else is junior, senior. Here is Jersey Carty. I don't know if I wrote down what she is. Jersey is a senior as well. I like that first name, Jersey.
It's unique.
It is. Lang. Got a mess to clean up down there, a double split.
Is that Williams or Lang?
Williams, yeah, Emmeline Williams. And she'll take out 2. That's pretty much all you can do.
Right.
Shoot for 2 and hope there's some kind of a bounce around going on down there to pick up the other 2. And it looks like that Brooke Reeves is going to have to try to do the same thing, only she doesn't have a double split. A split nonetheless, 7-4 and the 10.
Still not easy.
Nope. Sydney Long on 25, coming off a turkey. Trying to keep that going. Get in there. Yeah, missed the head pin. Brooke Reeves trying to do something with this down 26. Trying to aim over there and get the 2. That's pretty much all you can do there.
I see the younger Coach Hay is still rocking the beanie there.
Oh, yeah. Allison Law on 26. That one takes a little bit of a spin to the left at the last second, missed the head pin. So the head pin plus the 3 and the 9 still out there. Here is Long. She'll take care of her spare on 25. I was supposed to be back here tomorrow to cover the boys. We unfortunately had a death in the family, so I will not be able to do that. So the next action we have for you after this will be Friday at the Panther Dome, boys basketball. Collinsville taking on O'Fallon. Here is Layla Joko down 25. And how about a strike? She continues to throw a pretty good night. Now 3 strikes and 2 spares in her first 5 frames. Kellen Stevens was on her way to doing that too until she was victimized in that last frame.
Did you say victimized?
Yeah. McGuire leaves up the 10 pin. There is Stevens down 25.
Hey, he smiled over there.
Hey, how about that? You saw that?
I did.
It's like seeing Bigfoot, man.
I did.
Next, you'll tell me you saw the Loch Ness Monster.
I haven't seen that.
Okay. It's on the other side of the world, so you'd actually have to travel to do that.
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah. There's still time. You're still young. Here's McGuire trying to pick up the 10 pin and end this 5th frame, and she'll miss it. So the fifth frame will end anyway. Collinsville up 434 to 367.
Boys are zooming along over
They
there
are,
still.
man. Getting ready to head to the eighth.
There's a lot of strikes over there.
Yeah, I see that. All right, getting underway in the sixth over here for the girls. And here is Elena Lang down 26.
It's got to
Go, move. Yeah, it did not hook.
Did not.
It did not. Missed the head pin. Got the 1, the 2, and the 7 still standing. Here is Sam Quirin on 25 for the Lady Maroons. That one needs to hook as well, and it will not either.
She's almost beat her first game.
Yeah, almost. And a 95 in the first, up to a 78 already here in the second. Lena Lang trying to pick up this spare. And she will. Nicely done. I was hoping it wasn't going to keep on going left because it was looking like it was going to.
I couldn't see Kellen's poofy hair. Was
Okay,
in the
there
way.
you go. Blame it on the poofy hair. Quirin picks up her spare. And here is Emmeline Williams. Williams on 26. And that one rolled. No, it didn't roll fast enough or hard enough to knock down the pin that still stands. Here is Jersey Carty on 25 for Belleville West. That looks pretty good, and it is. It's a strike. Williams trying to pick up her lone pin. Sitting down there all by itself, feeling kind of lonely. She's going to take care of that right now. There you go.
Shouldn't be lonely now.
Nope, it should not be. It'll be joined by a bunch of its friends. Here is Brooke Reeves on 25 for Belleville West, and she'll leave up a little bit of a split. A lot more doable than a 7-10, but nevertheless, it is a split. Here is Sydney Long, who has picked up her game. And that one looks pretty good as well, but she'll leave the 6 and the 10 standing.
It's on the lane, so.
It is. Reeves on 25 for Belleville West. Trying to look for a hook, but she'll get the 1 and leave the 2.
She almost got the field goal.
Almost. See, we've already mentioned baseball, now football. I don't know if we can throw any hockey terminology in there, but we'll give it a try later.
We got basketball tournaments.
Stick around. Stick around long enough, we might throw all the sports up there. Long will pick up her spare. Here is Allison Law on 25. And that one looks pretty good as well, and the 7-pin took its time, but it did go down. Layla Joko on 26 for the Kahawks.
Looks good.
It does. There's a strike. Back-to-back for Layla. Layla now with 4 strikes and 2 spares here in this second match. Kellen Stevens is going to step up, not waste any time, because Autumn McGuire had to wait anyway for the young lady on 24 for the JVers to get finished. Here is Stevens. That looks pretty good. A little too much head pin, though, and she'll leave up the 6 and the 10. Now Autumn McGuire will go. McGuire coming off of an open frame. Lets it ride down 25, and she'll pick up a strike. So now Stevens trying to pick up a spare. And that one is on the way and looking pretty good. It is, and that's it for frame number 6. After 6 frames in the books, Kahawks up 512 to 435.
He smiled again.
Good. It's contagious, man.
Apparently.
You do more of that.
I think he's bowling better this game, so.
Okay, that'll always bring a smile to your
Yeah,
face.
I think he's in a better mood now.
They are finished over there for the boys in frame number 8. And right now, looks like Collinsville is up 754 to 669. I had to step off my stool and get just a little bit closer because it helps.
I can't read it, so.
Yeah. Elena Lang leaves up a couple. Here is Sam Quirin on 26. for West. And that one was started off straight down the middle and then took a little bit of a trip left, but still left up 2. All in all, not too bad. See, Coach Hay, man, you borrow his glasses. He had no problem seeing that from there.
I need new ones. So.
Yeah. And Lang will take care of her spare. Quirin trying to keep up. Quirin down 26. She doesn't like it at all. But she got it though.
Okay.
Look at the shock on her face.
I thought she missed it.
She gave up on it, man. She walked back knowing that just wasn't going to hit anything. Emmeline Williams will leave up a couple. That seems to be a theme here all of a sudden. Everybody leaving up 2. Jessie Carty, we'll see what she can do. She's not going to leave up 2, that's for sure.
She left up 9 instead.
Yeah, that ball got away from her, yeah. The only pin she took down there was the 10 pin. Emmeline Williams on 25. Trying to pick up her 4 and the 7 that she left down there, and that looks pretty good, and it is. And now Carty will try a 9 pin spare over here on 26. That looks a lot better. And she'll leave up 1 though. New Year's Eve. 2 to 6 p.m. Rent-A-Lane.
That's coming up quick.
Yeah, it is. It happens that way, man. Here is Sydney Long on 25, and she'll leave up 3. A little bit of a scattered mess down there. Brooke Reeves, who doesn't waste anyone's time, will send one right down the middle, and she will leave up 2. Two seems to be the theme over here in this girls match.
Gotta stay out of Coach Hayes' way there.
Yeah, he might just hip check you. See, there's a hockey thing right there.
Trying to get all the sports.
Trying to. Got the Olympics starting up in February.
Yeah.
Maybe we can throw some curling in there.
I don't know how we can fit curling.
I don't know
into
either.
This, though. I don't know curling terminology.
Well, the thing they throw down there is called a rock, so we can fit that in there somewhere, can't we? Here is Layla Jayoko, who rocks, but she leaves up the 10 pin.
You can call a bowling ball a rock, right?
Why not? They call a football a rock every once in a while.
It's true.
Here is Allison Law trying to use that body English, but she apparently didn't use it enough because she left herself a split.
She needed some more of it.
Yeah. Here is Joko going for that 10 pin, and that looks pretty good, and it is. Allison Law is like, can I use 2 balls, 1 in each hand, and then just give them, throw them down there at the same time?
I think I'd hurt myself doing that.
I probably would too. And they probably wouldn't go anywhere that I wanted them to. Kellen Stevens on 25, and she didn't get enough of that head pin. It got just a little bit to the right of it. I think maybe just a centimeter more to the left, and that would have been a strike, but she leaves up just 1.
I think she might have tried to throw it too hard.
Autumn McGuire on 26 for the Lady Maroons. And how about a strike for Autumn? Back-to-back strikes for the Belleville West Junior. Stevens will end the 7th for us with a spare. We will head to the 8th. Collinsville maintains their lead, 6-12 to 5-20. The boys are just about ready to start their 10th frame over there on lanes 29 and 30. Brody Hoganson just picked up a strike.
He didn't smile that time.
He didn't smile that time, but he came back with a little finger pointing gesture.
He's calling a strike.
Yeah. Sam Quirin on 25 gets us going here in frame number 8, and we'll leave up the 4 and the 7. Elena Lang for Collinsville on 26. She'll knock them all down. That is her 3rd strike. She started off with back-to-back strikes in the 1st and the 2nd frames, and has a lot of spares in between that and this strike, except for the 1 open frame in the 5th. So she's bowled a pretty good game thus far. Quirin trying to pick up the 4 and the 7 down there on 25. It's got some work to do, and it did not work enough. Here is Emmeline Williams on 26 for the Kahawks.
It's got to get up.
It does. It did not.
Did not.
Please do not cross the foul line for any reason.
It might not.
Isn't that a given?
Yeah, it might not feel very good if you go out there.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably fall.
Yeah. I'm sure people don't do it on purpose. Emmeline Williams. I'm just kind of reading some of the things on the screens here. And Williams will pick up a spare.
They have all kinds of things on the screen.
They do. You can rent the lounge here. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Here's Brooke Reeves. Reeves, almost left herself a split, but now she only has to deal with the 7. And now, Sydney Long, the freshman, on 26 for Collinsville. And it's a strike. You know, she bowled a 142 in her first match, and she's almost got that one, so she'll probably top that 142.
I'd imagine she's pretty happy about that.
Yeah. Here is Layla Jaoko, who pulled a 194 in her first match. Having a pretty good second match here. Again, no open frames. And how about another strike? Didn't have an open frame in that first match until the 10th.
I'm not going to jinx it this time.
Horrible time to do it, but still, I wouldn't bark at a 194.
I wouldn't either.
Kellen Stevens on 26. She has back-to-back spares, hoping for something a little better here. How about that? I think a strike's better than a spare.
Last I checked, it was.
Yeah. So Collinsville's 8th frame is over. Allison Law will throw her final ball here in this frame and then leave things up to Autumn McGuire, and Law will pick up a spare. And now it's up to Autumn McGuire to send us to the 9th.
They got cheers for everything down here.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Of course they do. My wife and I went a couple of weeks ago to Salem and watched the first half of the Salem Invitational boys tournament because our grandson bowls for Heron. And there wasn't a lot of chanting going on there. I was kind of shocked.
Usually there is.
That's a tiny place,
yes,
man. There was not a lot of places to sit. I stood for half of them and sat for another half.
Yeah, that's not a very big bowling alley.
Yeah. They are getting ready to come down next month. I'm not sure of the date to participate in the Panther Invitational, Panther Tournament down there at St. Clair Bowling Alley in O'Fallon. So we're going to go down there, and we're going to watch the whole thing this time because it's so close to home. Salem's a little bit of a drive.
I want to say that's the first weekend in January, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. I got it written down in my book, but my book's all the way down there, and I'm all the way up here.
My dad would know.
Yeah.
We'll ask him eventually.
Yeah. I know Collinsville's in that as well, but
yes.
I'm not going to go to watch Collinsville. I'm going to watch my grandson. Hope that everybody understands that when they see me there. What are you doing here? I didn't know you were. I might doing this one. No. I did a tournament once, and I'll never do another bowling tournament again as far as live streaming goes.
It's a lot.
Well, because, you know, you guys switch lanes.
Right.
So I'm like set up here on 25, 26, and then the next time after that first one's over, you guys might be down on 13 and 14. I got to break everything down, go down there, set it all up. Yeah, it was a pain. I said after it was over with, I'd never do another tournament. And I've stuck to my guns thus far.
I don't blame you.
We are in the 9th, and Jersey Carty has a split. After Sam Cornyn started off with a strike, so did Elena Lang. And now Emmeline Williams over on 25.
Tournaments are very long days, too.
Oh, yeah, they are. And how about back-to-back strikes for the Kahawks between Lang and Williams? Carty has her work cut out for her here, trying to pick up this split. And looks not too bad, but a little bit too far to the right.
I thought it was going to stay there for a minute.
Yeah, me too. It had its eyes on the very far left side of that pin, but then at the last minute it said it wanted to hit the whole pin.
It changed its mind.
Here is Sydney Long. Long working on a strike herself. And that one needs to move. It will at the last second, but won't get enough of the head pin to make a difference. Brooke Reeves on 26 for Belleville West. And I don't know how that was a strike, man.
I don't either.
That ball hit the far left side of that head pin and somehow or another got all the pins to go down.
They all fell. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's right. So Long down 25, trying to pick up a spare, and she will. Nicely done. And she has now already bettered her 142 from the first match. Got a 159 with one more frame left to go, and that would be the 10th. Meanwhile, Allison Law leaves one on 26, Layla Jaoko. Those two going head-to-head. And Jaoko looking pretty good with another strike back-to-back for her.
That was pretty violent, too.
They call that a double. My wife and I call it a double. We do the Xbox bowling at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife has already bowled 300 games. I have still not bowled a 300 game on that thing.
Have you done the Wii bowling?
Oh, yeah, the Wii bowling, you can bowl a 300 game with your eyes closed.
Oh, yeah.
You can face backwards and do it. Yeah, we stopped playing the Wii bowling a long time ago. It wasn't challenging anymore. Here is Stevens. We still have the Wii, though. Ooh, boy. That's nasty.
How long ago did the Wii console come out?
Oh, God, I don't know. A long, long time ago. Oh, man, now both McGuire and Stevens all have splits going on over here. What's going on? I think I liked everything better when everybody was just leaving up 2 pins. Now we're leaving up a mess of them, and they're not really close.
No.
Stevens is, if I was a betting man, I'd say she's going to have an open frame here.
I'd just go for 2 there.
Yeah, I'd go for that, 4 and 7? That's what she's going for. Oh, got 3 of the 4, and that 1 pin sitting in the middle almost went over and struck the 10 pin. Here is Autumn McGuire, and she'll pick up just 1 of her 3, so that is the end of the 9th. We head to the 10th. Collinsville still in control, 797 to 684. Looks like they have all finished up over here on the boys' side. I'll wait for your dad to hand me the paper. Where is he?
Where'd he go?
Oh, he's right there.
There he is. Just look for the orange guy.
Yeah.
You can't miss him.
Nope.
He looks like a traffic cone.
A line eye everywhere. There you
Yes.
go. Traffic cone Todd.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that I said that.
Sure. He's going to go back and listen to this, you know,
I'm
right?
sure he will.
Uh-huh.
It'll be on the TV when I get home.
Yeah. All right, we're underway here in the 10th. Elena Lang down 26 gets us going. And that one's not going to hit the head pin, so she'll have to pick up a spare for the extra ball. Here is Sam Quiernan over on 25 for the Lady Maroons. And she's hoping for it not to go into the gutter. It didn't, but she'll leave up 3.
The hands on the head is usually not a good
Yeah,
sign.
exactly. But she already has obliterated her 95 that she got in that first frame or that first match. So I'm sure she's happy about that. Here is Elena Lang, who has also already bettered her first score. And trying to clean up down there and get one more throw. She will. Quiernan on 25, trying to do the same. A little bit of a split. She's got to hit it just right, and she will not. She'll just get the head pin. And Quiernan will end up with a 142. So once again, Elena Lang will win that head-to-head matchup.
She's 2 for 2.
That she is. Lang, her final throw here in match number 2 is on the way. And how about a strike? And Elena will end up with a 196. Not bad. Had a 161 in her first match, so that's a big-time improvement there. Jersey Cardi, who did not play in the first match, in a tight battle with Emmeline Williams. And here is Emmeline on 26 for Collinsville. Cardi has already thrown.
That's left.
That is. And not as bad as I thought it was going to be after you missing the head pin like that. She'll leave up 2. Cardi has 4. And she will leave up 2. So, ooh, boy, that's going to hurt her chances. And I don't think, nope, she will not win. She ends up with a 139. And Williams already has a 154 going for this spare.
That looks better than the first one.
Yep, sure does, but she misses that front pin, and Emmeline will leave one standing there and drop from her 174 in her first match to a 156, but she'll still win the head-to-head match. Brooke Reeves, she doesn't waste any time. She's already thrown the ball down there and already picked up a strike here to start off the 10th.
Oh, she did?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
she's head-to-head with Sydney Lyons because we were paying attention to Emmeline over here. And Long. Oh!
I don't know how she
That
did
4-pin just kind of got stuck there, leaning over. Here is Reeves on 25 trying for back-to-back strikes, but she's going to have a small split to deal with on her final throw. Yeah, that 4-pin just kind of leaned and then stayed there for what seemed like a minute, and then it fell over. But it would not fall backwards over into that 7-pin, so it's up to Long to take care of the 7-pin herself, and she will get it. So one more throw coming up for her. Reeves, her final throw. She'll take care of both of them. And Reeves will end up with a 176, just 2 pins shy of her first mark. So that means Long will win the head-to-head because she already has 178 with one more throw left to go. And Sydney Long will go ahead and take her first one here before Allison Law will take her first one on 25. So here's Sydney Long's final throw here in the second match. That one looks good, but a little too straight. Allison Law down 25. She will leave up 1. Sydney Long ends up with a 185, and she will win that head-to-head match over Brooke Reeves. 185 to 176.
At least she didn't have to pick that split that she left there.
Yeah. And now Layla Jaoko, who is already going to win another head-to-head match here in this second match, will let one fly down 26. That looks good. Oh, now she has a split.
Is that her first open in this game too?
I think so.
Yeah. She's done that twice now.
Yep, she's waiting until the 10th. Don't do that. Get rid of it in the first. All right, Allison Law picks up her spare, so she'll have one more throw here. Still no chance to catch up with Layla. Collinsville boys win the second one 8-2. Closer this time though, 999 to 917. Here is Law's final throw here in the second match. And she'll pick up a strike, so that's a nice way to end it. And Jaoko will try to pick up the spare. Man, I tell you what, that pin shot right behind the 10 pin. So Layla ends up with a 213. And Allison Law ended up with a 173. So Collinsville will win that head-to-head matchup as well. And now it's up to Kellen Stevens and Autumn McGuire. Stevens will go first on 26 here for Collinsville. And we'll leave up the 10 pin.
Everybody's favorite.
Yep. Still a tight match, though, between these two. McGuire, she will pick up a strike, so that'll help get her a little closer. Stevens trying to pick up a spare. Do one more here. Has that pesky 10 pin, and that looks good. Oh, boy. For a minute there, I thought it was going to fall off into the gutter there, but it stayed true. Stevens will have one more throw. Autumn McGuire, her second throw.
You write a score down wrong there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
McGuire down 25. And she'll leave up 1. Here is Stevens in her final throw here on 26, needing a strike, and she'll leave up 3 and end up with a 170.
That should be enough still.
Yeah, because the best that Autumn McGuire can do is pick up that 1 pin and go from a 164 to a 165. So you are correct. Stevens will win that head-to-head. Collinsville will win every head-to-head match here in this second match. As McGuire throws the final ball in match number 2, she'll pick it up and end up with that 165. And Collinsville will win 920 to 795. And that will send us to another commercial break. And we will take this break and come back and tell you all about the third and final match of the night here between Collinsville and Belleville West after this break here on the Kahok Sports Network. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Looking for something to get your student involved in? Maybe joining the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team is that something. Created in 2017, the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team has joined a long line of area schools in one of the fastest growing and safest sports in the country. Trap shooting is a fun, team-oriented outdoor sport that offers friendship, competition, and teamwork, all in a safe and fun environment that encourages students to be part of a team in which they will learn valuable skills and are encouraged to engage in community involvement through volunteering and mentoring. If Collinsville Trap sounds like something your student would be interested in, call Collinsville Trap at 618-795-9893 or visit Collinsville Kahok Trap on Facebook, 618-795-9893. Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878. Once again, we welcome you back here to Camelot Bowl in Collinsville. Todd Duke and Brandon Campbell with you. Glad that you're with us here on a chilly and windy, what is this, Wednesday? It's Wednesday. That's right. We are underway in match number 3, and because I sit here and drink a lot of Mountain Dew, I have to take another break. If everybody catches my drift there. Brandon, take it away.
You can't offer them to me and not expect me to take one.
Oh, I like yeah, I'll take one of those. I'll leave you with the orange ones because you're wearing orange. I figured orange is your favorite color.
It is his favorite color.
All right. I'll be back in a moment. Take it away, Brandon.
Okay. I get my Starburst here. My energy to get through the rest of the match here. Yeah. It's like biting into a brick. Doesn't feel very good. All right, frame 1. We got Sydney Long on 26 going for that 4-pin there. Nice shot over there on the boys' side by Brody. He was really getting into it in a few frames of the last game. Actually saw him smile for once. All right. I didn't figure everyone wanted to hear me tuning my Starburst, so. Layla Jayoko on 26 now. It looks good. Kick on the 4-pin there. And in just a moment, we're going to have Allison Law on 25 as the 4th bowler for Belleville West. They are in frame 2 on the boys' side. Allison Law leaving up the 4-10 on 25. Not the easiest split to pick up there. Most of the time, we just go for one, typically the 4-pin, because if you get lucky, you can slide it over, but it doesn't happen very often. Last but not least, we have Kellen Stevens on 26. Looks like a ball change there. Solid ball change, just leaving the 9-pin there. Almost a field goal there, but just clipping the 4-pin on 25 for Law. And Autumn McGuire is going to round things out for West on 25 before we switch sides and do it all over again. It's a good spare by Kellen. Just left that solid stuffed 9-pin. Just before we came back on the air, we had another former Kahok bowler, Connor Hartman, come by and say hi. I believe he is studying computer science. I could be wrong. Connor, correct me if I'm wrong. Shoot me a text. But always good to see him. Haven't seen him in a while, so it's always good to see former Kahok bowlers come back and support the current team. Autumn McGuire with the 3-6-9-10. Good spare on the 3-6-9-10 on 25. Boys are working on frame 3. Collinsville's working on 2 strikes by the first 2 bowlers in frame 3. One of the Fry twins, I don't know which one, leaving the 9-pin on 30 there. Alyssa Law sliding into the 1 spot for Sam Quirin on 26, leaving up the 6-9. And Elena Lang on 25, Coach Hayes' favorite name to say, with a strike. I don't think he heard me on that. I was hoping he would. A nice spare by Miss Law on 26.
All right, did I miss anything fun and exciting?
I don't think so.
No?
Just some strikes and some spares.
Okay. Well, that sounds exciting. Those are a lot better than open frames.
It's true. There is one, now that I look at it.
That's okay, man. It's bound to happen. I'm sure it's happened to you. I know it's happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah, many times.
I used to be on a bowling league back in the day, but I never did high school bowling. I don't even remember if high school bowling was a thing back when I was going to high school.
That I don't know.
Neither do I. That was back when the dinosaurs were still alive.
The dinosaurs?
Nah, I'm just kidding. You'd be surprised, man. At school, we just got through teaching the Civil War, and the teacher gets up and was starting to explain something, and he goes, "Do you know how I know that?" One of the kids like, "'Cause you were there." The quick-witted teenagers, gotta love them.
I don't think I could keep a straight face saying that.
Yeah. All right. Back to action here, boys. Looking to wrap up a winning night. They're already in the 3rd frame of their final match, and the girls here are in the middle of their 2nd frame of their final match. Here is Layla Jaoko over on 25. Had a strike to start off with, so how about back-to-back? There you go. The only frame that's given her troubles tonight is the 10th frame in both matches.
Just about to say.
Kind of amazing if you think about it. No open frames in either match until the 10th.
That is a very frustrating thing to do.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is.
Because I've done it many times.
Kellen Stevens on 25. The anchor bowler for your Lady Kahawks, and she will pick up a strike as well. So Collinsville gets 4 strikes in that 2nd frame. The only outlier was Sydney Long, who left the pin after getting 9 down on the first ball. Allison Law
Alyssa Law's in the first spot now.
Oh, she is? Okay.
Yes. The rest is still the same, I think.
So Alyssa will come in to take the place of Sam Quiernan. Here is Allison Law. Been in that 4 spot the whole time, and she will get one of the 2. And then we still have Autumn McGuire left to go over here on 26 before we can wrap up frame number 2, which is kind of strange considering there's nobody on 27 to stop anyone from going over here on 26.
Especially with Brooke Reeves, how fast she bowls, too.
Yeah. So apparently there's just a lot of talking, probably. Could be. It is teenage girls. Not that the teenage boys don't talk.
Well,
I'm not accusing them of that. How about Autumn McGuire, though, putting an end to all of it with a strike. And after 2 frames, 148 for Collinsville, 120 for Belleville West. Now, believe me, we got some boys at the school, and they gab.
Yeah, I'm
They
sure they
poke.
do.
They poke, they prod, they gab.
What school are you at again?
Now I'm at Hollywood Heights.
That's it.
All right, frame number 3 underway. Here is Elena Lang. Down 26. And a little wobbly 8-pin back there wouldn't fall. Alyssa Law on 25 with that backward spin. She'll leave up the 8-pin as well, or maybe that's the 9.
That's the 9.
9.
Yeah.
And here comes Alyssa Lang down 26, trying to pick up that spare, and she just misses. Little offline to begin with, and then never would veer enough to the left to take care of it. Here's Alyssa Law trying for the 9-pin. She will get hers, though. That's how frame number 3 gets underway. Here is Emmeline Williams for Collinsville. And
That is left.
yeah, almost did the trick, though, but just a little bit too far to the left and leaves up the 6 and the 10. Jersey Carty on 25 for the Lady Maroons. Misses the head pin, but still just leaves up the 1 and the 2. Little back pin sliding action took care of that 3rd pin. Williams trying to pick up a spare. That's got to get some movement on it. That's right down the middle. That would have been good for a strike.
Yeah. I don't think that's what she was going for.
No, I don't think so either. The phantom head pin got her.
The phantom head pin.
Yeah. Carty down 25, trying to pick up that head pin that she missed, but she's only going to pick up the 2 pin, leave the head pin. And now here is Sydney Long for Collinsville. Down 26, looking for a better result here than the last frame, and she will have to wait. Missed the head pin as well. She knows what she did wrong.
Yes.
Coach Hay knows what she did wrong.
Coach
They're
Hay
both
always
talking
knows.
about it. Meanwhile, Brooke Reeves leaves up 3. Got the 3, 6, and the 10 staring at her.
I don't think Brody's going to be smiling after that one.
No, probably not. Sydney Long on 26, trying to pick up a spare, and she will. Brooke Reeves down 25, trying to do the same, but she's going to throw a gutter ball. No matter how much body English she gave that ball, it was not going to go to the left. Layla Jayoko on 26.
I think maybe she was hoping it would hook out of the gutter.
Yeah. I don't think they count those, though, do they?
No, they don't.
No. Once it goes in the gutter, it's in the gutter. There's a 1 pin left for Layla. Allison Law down 25 for West. And that one looks pretty good, but left up the 7 pin. There was a pin that tried to spin around and get it up there, but the gutter kept it from spinning completely around. Those gutters, man, they get in the way.
You got to watch out for those.
I know.
I don't have a curling term for that.
No. Here is Layla Jayoko, and she'll take care of her spare. I like after she gets rid of the ball, she'll rock that arm back and forth until it actually makes a strike onto a pin. Allison Law takes care of her 7 pin. Allison got her work cut out for her going up against Layla all night long, that's for sure. Kellen Stevens down 26. And hit the wrong side of the head pin and left up the 3 pins on the right side, 3, 6, and 10. And here is Autumn McGuire, who is going head-to-head with Stevens. Stevens has got the better of her in the first 2 matches, despite dropping from a 222 to a 170.
Oh, boy.
Stevens still won that second match by 5 pins and misses completely here. That's not like her. Of course, she's going to blame it on the ball. Get rid of that ball and
It's always the
put
ball's
another
fault.
one in there,
Yeah.
of course. It's like baseball when, you miss a ground ball and then the guy automatically just looks at his glove like it's the glove's fault. What were you thinking, glove? McGuire down 25, and that's going to do it for frame number 3. Collinsville still ahead, 235 to 185. Frame number 4 getting ready to get underway as soon as they make the switch.
They're in frame 5 on the boys' side.
They are. A couple of bowlers into frame 5. We are just getting started over here with frame number 4. Here is Elena Lang on 25 for the Lady Kahawks. That's got to get over it. Will not. Still somehow or another manages to knock down 6. Here's Alyssa Law. Law. That backward spin. Couldn't get it to spin over far enough. Lang on 25. A little bit of a mess to clean up down there.
It's a mess on 26.
It is, yeah, bigger mess. Lang will take care of her mess. We'll see what Law can do. Man, that would break my wrist. She almost got that thing, though.
I wonder if she plays softball.
I
That's
don't
where it
know.
comes
Could
from.
be.
I definitely can't do that. So
No, that's kind of weird the way she makes the wrist
Flips it,
twist over to the right like that. Emmeline Williams on 25 for Collinsville, and she almost left herself a split. Luckily, that 10 pin finally went down. Here is Jersey Carty, not going to hit the head pin, so she'll leave up the 1, 3, and the 6. Emmeline Williams still has the 4 and the 7 standing in her way of a spare.
looks decent.
And it is. Jersey Carty trying to aim for that head pin on the left, and she'll hit it just right. Take care of all of them. And quickly we move over to the third bowler in each lineup. Here is Sydney Long on lane 25 for Collinsville.
The lone freshman.
The lone freshman. Nothing like the Lone Ranger. Brooke Reeves on 26. Had that one spin a little bit too far left to the last second. Leaves up the 5 pin. So Long will go up there first. Down 25 it goes. Looks pretty good. Yep, it is. Reeves. Only girl I've seen, I think, tonight doing the two-handed bowling thing.
Yep. Two hands.
It's definitely a guy thing these days, for sure.
It's the way of the future.
It
in
is.
Sport.
Yeah, that's how my grandson throws too. Layla Giocco on 25. There you go. 3 strikes and a spare in her first 4 frames for the Lady Kahawks. Here is Allison Law on 26. Got that head pin right square in the middle and leaves up the 6 and the 10. Kellen Stevens trying to shake off that open frame in the third. Do something special here in the fourth. It's the chair's fault.
Yeah.
Stevens. There you go. That's how you forget about that open frame. Allison Law down 26, looking to pick up that 2-pin spare, and she will. And that'll take us to our anchor bowlers.
Coach was talking to it, so it struck.
Yeah. Or no, our anchor bowler is already finished. That's right. So now we're just waiting for Autumn McGuire. She's busy talking too. Oh, is it my turn?
Last I checked, it was.
Yeah. Autumn, spare strike spare in her first 3 frames. Well, what she got here in the 4th? How about a split? You see those shoulders just sag down after that?
Yeah, that's not a very easy split there.
Yeah. Everybody's back here tomorrow. Alton will make a visit here to Camelot Bowl. And McGuire will pick up the 7, leave the 10 after 4 frames in the books. Collinsville is still out front, 302 to 254. Boys are into their 6th frame over here to our right.
Usually they put the boys right here and the girls next to them, but they switched it up on us tonight.
Yeah. I think they, according to the guys that work here, they're trying to, I think they're trying to do that for all the high schoolers, have a little open in between so it goes by faster. Here is Elena Lang down 26, and she'll miss the head pin. Alyssa Law got a strike down 25 for Belleville West, so they start off strong, do the Lady Maroons. Here is Jersey Cardi. And Cardi. That lefty. I'm a lefty. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. I am a lefty. I do everything left-handed except play kickball. I kick with my right foot. I don't know why that came about, but there is Lang picking up a strike, or a spare, excuse me.
I can't say anything because I swing a baseball bat left-handed and a golf club left-handed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I do that too. Every time I go golfing with my dad, he's like, "You want me to tell you what's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, Dad, go ahead." Well, first of all, you're hitting it from the wrong side. Thanks, Dad.
I get made fun of because I do everything else right-handed except those 2 things.
Yeah. And that one's going to fall off for Emmeline Williams. She immediately looks back at Coach Hay, and Coach Hay tells her exactly what she did wrong. Brought that ball too far behind your back. Only a bowling coach would notice something like that.
I wasn't paying attention to notice.
I didn't notice. So we'll see if that little piece of advice can help out Miss Emmeline Williams on 26. That one looks a lot better. And she'll leave up a couple.
Is that West making all that noise over there?
I think so. Brooke Reeves on 25 trying to pick up a 2-pin spare. She'll miss. Got that 7, left up the 4. Here is Sydney Long on 26 for Collinsville. Right down central, but left up the 6 and the 9, or 6 and the 10, excuse me. She's not too bad, though, the freshman, Sydney Long. Definitely got some room for improvement, room to grow.
Do you know what her average is?
Probably. Her average is 173.
It's not bad.
No. Has a high game of 203. And she'll just miss that 6-pin. Here is Allison Law, got a split over on 25. She'll take care of that 7-pin, leave the other one up. Here is Layla Joko over on 26 for Collinsville. 3 strikes and a spare so far here in this 3rd and final match. And how about another strike? 2 strikes, a spare, and then 2 more strikes.
And hopefully no open in the 10th this time.
Well, you haven't got there yet, so that remains to be seen. Autumn McGuire on 25, the anchor bowler for West. She'll leave up the 4 and the 7. Kellen Stevens, working off of a strike after an open frame, will pick up back-to-back strikes herself. Boys just got underway in the 7th.
Somebody's got 5 in a row over there.
Yeah. And here is Autumn McGuire on 25, trying to pick up a spare and send us all to the 6th frame. Pink ball on the way, and it will take care of both of them. She was hollering that ball on the way down there.
You can't miss the pink ball.
No, you cannot. So, after 5 frames, Collinsville still in the lead, 382 to 326. Elena Lang on 25 gets us going here in frame number 6, and will do so with a strike. Alyssa Law, her head-to-head competition, trying to do the same. Down 26 with that backward spin and just missed the head pin. Otherwise, that looked like a pretty good ball. If it would have hit the head pin, I think it would have done the job. Emmeline Williams trying to not throw the ball behind her back. I think she just did. Yep.
That looks good.
Yeah, it does look good. Leaves up 1.
Solid.
I was watching for it this time. And Alyssa Law snapping that wrist. Picks up her spare.
That should be a fairly easy spare on 25, but hopefully I don't jinx that.
We'll find out, man. If she misses, I'm going to blame you.
I think she got it.
I think she did too. Good job.
I'm safe.
You're off the hook. Here's Jersey Cardi for Belleville West, down 26. Right on that head pin. Takes care of a strike. And now Sydney Long on 25 for Collinsville. I believe I'm back here on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. But again, that's in my little day planner, which is down in my computer bag, which is too far away. That requires me to have to get down off of my little footstool here and
dig through there.
Yeah. How about a strike by Reeves? She's like, about time. God. Sydney Long has a little bit of a split here, but that's one of those splits. If you put the ball right in between them, you'll knock down both of them. We'll see what she has in mind here.
Is it boys on Monday that you're covering?
I think it's the girls. I was supposed to have the boys tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So since I can't do, there you go. That's exactly what I was talking about. Allison Law. So since I can't do that, I stick with the original schedule. I think last year it was the opposite. I had 3 boys and 2 girls because we had a snow out on one of them. So I'll stick with the girls.
We had a lot of snow in January last year.
Mm-hmm. We had a lot of snow in November and December so far this year. Here's Layla Jayoko as she'll leave up the 10. Allison Law trying to pick up her spare here on 26. It's got to move, and it won't move far enough. She'll leave up 1. And the look on her face on the way back says it all. Going to the 8th frame, the boys are.
We had snow in November last year, didn't we?
We did, day after Thanksgiving.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And we pretty much did again this year, too.
Yeah.
Except I think we had more this year.
Yeah, we definitely did. There's McGuire with a strike. Layla Jayoko trying to pick up that 10 pin down there. That looks like a good job of doing that. It is. And Kellen Stevens will finish us up here in the 6th frame. Stevens eyes things up and lets it go. That looks right down the middle, but that was a little bit of a less miles per hour on that ball than what I'm used to seeing from her.
Not the ideal result out of that.
No. All right, I'm going to bend down and look.
Dig through all this stuff.
I know exactly where everything is in my bag. I'm a very organized person. The Army taught me that. Monday the 15th, girls bowling against Edwardsville. You going to be here for that one? Yeah, you're done with school, so why not, right?
Probably have to work that night.
Oh, okay, never mind. Where are you working?
Chick-fil-A still.
Okay. All right. 6 frames in the books. Collinsville still up 476 to 395.
If you have another one on a Wednesday, I should be here.
I'm sure I got one at some point.
Wednesday is my off day.
Wednesday is your off day, you say?
It is.
Probably not until January.
That works too.
Elena Lang leaves up a small split. Here's Alyssa Law on 25 for Belleville West, and she'll just take out a couple.
That thing hooked.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a busy week next week, too. After that, it'll slow down just a bit as I have to rest my voice for the 3-day marathon that is the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. That's a nice job there by Elena Lang, picking up that spare. Did exactly what you need to do, hit the front pin on the right side. Ball bounces off and goes and takes care of the other one. That was a nice job. Here is Emmeline Williams on 26 for Collinsville.
That one's got a hook.
Yeah, needs to. Didn't hit the head pin. Wednesday, January the 7th. I have the boys here versus Belleville East.
Should be here for that.
All right. Jersey Cardi on 25 after Alyssa Law started with a spare to open up the 7th, as did Elena Lang on that nice pickup. And now Emmeline Williams has her work cut out for her here over on 26. Got the 1, 2, and the 10 left to get.
It's got a chance.
It does. There you go. Nice job. How about a couple of back-to-back big-time spares being picked up there by Lang and Williams? Coach is like, yeah, I know. I taught him that. Cardi trying to pick up her spare on 25. She doesn't like it. She's scratching her head already. Here is Sydney Long. Long picked up a split in her last frame. Man, that one's right down the middle. How about that? That looked good.
Better than the last one.
Yeah. Here's Brooke Reeves. Reeves wishing for the same thing, but leaves up that 6 pin. Layla Giocco on 26 with head coach Sean Hay watching on. And get in there. Oh, left up the 4 pin.
I think I could put some wax on his head, make it nice and shiny.
I don't really think he'd like that too much.
He might not like me for that comment either.
Probably not. I don't think he'll watch this one back, but his dad might tell me about it. Your dad might tell me about it. Yeah.
He'll say something about it.
You know
to
what
me.
my son said? Here's Layla on 26. No problem with that spare.
You have to keep coach on his toes, right?
Something. I'm sure still teaching at the high school after all these years does that.
Yeah.
Here is Allison Law, and she'll leave up the 7 pin. Kellen Stevens on 26, the anchor bowler here for Collinsville. And how about a strike for Kellen? 3 strikes out of her last 4 frames. 4 strikes here in this match. And now everything is up to Autumn McGuire to get us moving into the 8th frame. I don't know what's going on now.
I don't either.
Coach Sean Hayes like, I'm going to take your ball.
Oh, did it not score it?
Guess not. No, it did not. Yeah,
Oh,
she's
it
got.
didn't.
Yeah, she's got that 1 pin down there, but nothing showing on the scoreboard.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
I think Layla's all over it. I think that's still for Allison Law.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I thought it was for McGuire.
Yeah, but I did too because apparently the computer up on the screen there said that Law was done. Finished. Finito. Here's Law trying to pick that 7-pin up. Oh, looking pretty good, and she does. So now it is Autumn McGuire's turn. All right, all right, all right.
That's from a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. Dazed and Confused. Matthew McConaughey. Here is McGuire, and she tried to swing that one into that head pin from right to left, but it just didn't get far enough left at the time that it needed to. So she's got 1, 2, 10 to pick up. Emmeline Williams did that a little while ago.
It was in this frame, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And a try here by McGuire, and she is not as successful, so that's going to do it for frame number 7. As we head to frame number 8, Collinsville is still in front, 562 to 471. Boys are almost wrapped up with their 9th frame.
They're speed bowling over there.
They are. Alyssa Law will get us going here in the 8th.
Get that backup ball going.
I don't know, man. It's amazing that a wrist can do that without snapping. Strike, though, so,
it works.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Elena Lang on 25 needs to get one to move left, and it won't. Here is Jersey Cardi on 26 now for the Lady Maroons. Slow traveling from left to right, leaves up 1. This place is always so cold, man. I'm up here on this elevated surface, so my feet are cold.
I disagree with it being cold, but
it is cold in here. It's always cold in here. I think it's cold in here in the summertime.
It's cold outside.
It is very cold outside. Not a very nice day to be outside. I wouldn't recommend it.
I would not either. I hear it's only going to get colder, too.
It is. The weekend. It's supposed to be up to 40 tomorrow. I think a little bit warmer on Friday, but then Saturday and Sunday, burr, 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 burr. Single digits in the mornings.
No, thank you.
I know. Not a big fan. Emmeline Williams takes care of her strike. Here is Brooke Reeves on 26, and she will do the same.
I love the snow, but I don't like the cold weather, so.
I like the snow when I'm inside looking outside. I'm like, oh, isn't that pretty? Until I got to get out there and shovel it.
Or drive in it.
Yeah. I try not to do that. I'll let the road crew take care of that stuff before I get out there and drive. Sometimes you don't have a choice. Many a times I have driven through the snow, but I try not to do that much anymore. How about a strike for Long once again? Back-to-back for her, who split, though, for Allison Law.
It snowed while everyone was in school recently, I thought.
Yeah, did that last week.
That was last week already?
Yeah, that was last week already, and started on a Monday. They called school off on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Layla Giocco on 25. And another strike for Collinsville. Racking them up now. Allison Law has a split to deal with. Handling it the right. Oh, man. She had the right idea, though. Uh-oh. Looks like Autumn McGuire's finished with the pink ball. It is sitting in a seat. It has been retired. Here is Kellen Stevens down 25. And she will pick up a strike as well.
That's one way.
Yeah, Collinsville 4 straight strikes after Elena Lang started this frame off with a spare. So a nice 8th frame here for Collinsville. And Autumn McGuire might think twice about unretiring that pink ball after she leaves up the 6 and the 10.
Well, that ball that she just grabbed has some pink in it.
It does. She's used that one a couple of times before. And McGuire down 26 to send us to the 9th. She'll take care. Ooh, I thought she was going to get that spare, but that 6 pin did everything but hit the 10 pin. Treated it like it had the plague. We're just starting the 10th frame on the boys' side. We are just starting the 9th over here. Here is Alyssa Law on 25, and she will leave up 3. I kind of like the idea of having an open middle.
Yeah.
I think it moves things kind of along in a nice, timely manner. There is Lang on 26, leaves up 1 pin.
I don't even know what time it is right now.
5:45.
Dinner's calling my name after this.
Yeah. I went over to one of the local sub shops here because I had to pick up a gift card for the Secret Santa that we got going on at school. Law took care of her spare, and Lang does the same. Here is Jersey Carty for Belleville West on 25. Oh, that hugged that line so hard. And all the pins remaining are the ones in the middle.
I think some Culver's is calling my name after
There you
this.
go. Emmeline Williams lets it fly down 26. That looks pretty good. Oh, I thought it was going to be a lot better than that outcome.
One hooked a lot at the end there.
Yeah. Carty has a gaggle of pins in the middle, 5 of them to be exact. She attacks them right now, and she'll leave up the 5 pin.
The traffic cones, looking at the scores over there.
There you go.
I'm sure he'll appreciate me calling him a traffic cone.
I bet he will.
I'm sure he hasn't heard it before.
Illini everywhere, man. He's got on
Oh,
a
yeah.
Illini hat, a Illini jacket, and Illini shorts. Nice spare pick up there by Emmeline Williams.
I didn't even realize, but I'm also wearing Illini stuff today, so.
Yeah? Yeah, but yours is blue.
Yeah, mine's blue. I don't like looking like a traffic cone.
I knew I had a bowling match to do, so I'm wearing my Kahok stuff.
I have Kahok stuff on under this.
Okay. So do I. I have one Illini sweatshirt at home, but it's so ratty that I only wear it in the house.
He has a whole collection of orange. So
I bet he does. Every time I see him is in orange. Here's Long on 26, and she'll leave a few pins there. Meanwhile, Reeves will pick up her spare on 25 for Belleville West. As we are approaching the home stretch here. Boys, their side only has a couple of bowlers left, and their night will be finished.
hey, they do know how to use that phone.
Yeah, they do they? Okay. I saw on the news yesterday where AT&T is going to phase out home landlines by the year 2027.
I don't think we've had a landline in a few years, so.
We haven't either. But I'm wondering, because I go into plenty of businesses, like here at the bowling
Right.
alley,
They
they
have
have
a
landlines.
Yeah.
So what are all these businesses going to do? Have to buy a cell phone just for the business? I guess. I don't know.
Was it just AT&T that's phasing
Yeah,
it
just
out?
AT&T, so I don't really know what other phone company has landlines, though. I mean, there's plenty of cell
Right.
businesses around, but as far as landlines, I thought AT&T was kind of it.
That I don't know.
I know back in the day, Sprint used to have landlines as well.
That was before, was it T-Mobile that bought Sprint?
I think so. All right, so here is Autumn McGuire, the anchor bowler, already going on 25. Looks like lane 26 just got shut off.
Yeah, they're at one of the pins that slid over fell
Okay.
down, so they're adding it back up.
All right, I got you.
I'll have to change that score too.
So McGuire will leave up the 10 pin while we wait for Sydney Long to get set up down here. That's been taken care of, and now the lights come back on. Meanwhile, McGuire is going to go ahead and finish up her team's 9th frame. Over on lane 25, she'll do so with a gutter ball. And now Sydney Long can get back to work here. We'll have to fix the score because right
Yeah.
now it says 8 split.
That's what I was just about
And
to
she
tell
is going to pick up a spare at any rate.
Oh,
I guess they can just leave it alone, right? It doesn't matter.
It does for that one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did. They blocked out the first bowler.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they did there either. They need to fix that or we're going to be here all night. Here's Layla Jayoko.
Yeah, I don't know how
on
they did
26. Neither do I.
There they go.
Jayoko will leave up 1. Excuse me. 10 pin finally falls, but the 6 pin stays up. Well, they got the score fixed for Long. Now they just have to turn everything back on for Lang.
Yeah, I don't know how she did that. They'll get it eventually, right?
Yeah, I think so. Sounds like right now they're all in a heated discussion over who did what.
Who did? Yeah. It's always somebody's fault.
Of course it is. See, I'm so old, I remember going to bowling alleys when you had to keep score by hand.
Yeah. Oh, they got it.
Why is the 150 in the 9th frame in a light purple color?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I guess because the frame's not over yet. That'd be my guess because all of them are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, but so is 7 and 8 down at the bottom there for Stevens. I don't know. Layla says, I'm going anyway. And she will pick up her lone pin, and now it's up to Stevens to send us all to the 10th. Looks like they are 1 throw away from finishing up over on the boys' side. Your dad's all over it. He'll hand it to me when it's done.
Oh, yeah.
Kellen Stevens on 26 here for Collinsville. And leaves up the same pin, the 6 pin. So one more throw from her, and that will end the 9th frame. The boys are all over doing the proverbial congratulatory handshake. That's like ice hockey.
Yes.
Stevens, ready to go. JVers on the other side are done too, so there's no one stopping anybody from going over here on 25 and 26. Stevens finishes up. We head to the 10th. Collinsville still out front, 774 to 603. So the Kahawks are going to look like they're going to get a 3-game sweep here tonight.
Looks like it.
And so far, they have only lost 1 head-to-head matchup. That's why the scoreboard on your screen says 19-1. And here is Elena Lang to get us started on lane 25 of this 10th frame. Lang will leave up the 6 and the 10. Alyssa Law readies herself. Yeah. Backing it up it is. That's a nice ball, actually, but somehow or another she leaves herself a small split there. What is that, the 2 and the 7?
Yeah, 2-7.
Yeah. I think Lang has an easier job of picking up her spare than Law will, but we'll find out here together. Lang will go first over on 25, looking for one more throw if she can knock these 2 pins down.
Looks good.
And she will. So one more throw coming up for her. Alyssa Law, a little bit of a bigger job, and she'll throw that one in the gutter, so that'll end her night. And she will end with a 161. Already being bettered there by Lang, who has a 168, but looking to add to that. Lang down 25 for her final throw of the night. Will take care of 8 of the 10. And Lang will end up with a 176. Here is Jersey Carty. She'll pick up a strike. She's in a head-to-head battle with Emmeline Williams. Williams has the upper hand as the frame started. Carty with a strike. Williams getting ready to throw her first one down there on 25. Williams looks, left up the 10. Carty on 26, looking for back-to-back strikes. He left up the 5 pin, though. My wife has always told me if you leave up the 5 pin, that's a pretty good ball.
Sometimes.
Williams trying to pick off this 10 pin to give herself an extra throw, and she will. So she'll have one more throw.
She looks relieved after that one.
Yeah. Final throw of the night for Jersey Carty, and she will pick up a spare and end up with a 117. Williams has already got ahead of that, so another head-to-head match will belong to Collinsville, and here is Williams' final throw, and she'll leave up the 7. Williams will end up with a 159. Brooke Reeves doesn't waste any time, as usual. She leaves up the 10 pin.
He's back there doing some math to get that
Before
boy's
Sydney
score.
Lang. Hope he doesn't hurt himself.
He's a math major, so.
Okay, there you go.
There's the math.
There's the math. Here is Sydney Long on 25. 26-14. Okay, thank you. Long has a split to deal with in her 10th frame. Here is Reeves. And Reeves will live to see one more throw. I think that Long is going to win the head-to-head battle, though, no matter what happens.
Yes, looks like it.
She won the last head-to-head match over Reeves. And here's the final throw for Brooke Reeves. Down 26, and she will leave one pin standing. Reeves will end with a 148. And here is Long, seeing what she can do with that split down there. She'll take out 2 of the 3, and that'll end her night. And that will end with a 164, so she will win that head-to-head matchup. Now we are down to the 4th bowlers.
The final 2.
Allison Law.
Yeah, 2.
Final 2 on the 4th side, final 4.
Yeah.
And Law will leave up the 6 pin. Jaoko. Down 25. And she'll leave up the 10 pin.
Hit it. Nope.
Not enough strength for it to hit it.
Well, it's not a split.
No, it's not. Here is Allison Law trying to pick up this 6 pin. And she will miss it, and that'll end her night. And she will end with a 126. Layla already over 200, so she'll win that head-to-head matchup. Trying to get through this 10th frame without leaving it open. All she has to do is take care of this 10 pin.
That looks good.
And she will. So she will not have an open frame here in the 10th, no matter what happens with the final throw. Here's Autumn McGuire on 26.
Not the pink ball.
No, it's not. She picks
It
up a
works.
strike. And Layla Jaoko's final throw of the night, down 25. And she'll leave up the 10, but still not too shabby of a night. A 215, her best of the night. She'll win that head-to-head matchup over Law. Excuse me. McGuire already, still after she's already thrown that strike, is going to be behind Kellen Stevens. And that's too much head pin. That'll leave up 3. Stevens will throw her first ball with an 8-pin lead right now over McGuire. McGuire only has 1 ball left. And she only has 3 pins left. So Stevens is going to win that head-to-head matchup as well. So Collinsville is only going to drop 1 head-to-head matchup on the night. Oh, and Stevens gets left with a split. Here is McGuire's final throw of the night. And that one is going to miss the 1 pin that needed to hit first and leave her with a 152, her lowest score of the night. So Stevens might be down to her final throw as well, unless she can find a way to pick up this split. And here is that try.
That looks like 1.
Yeah. Yep, that is. So Stevens will end up with a 175. And Collinsville will win this one 889 to 704. Brandon Campbell, thank you very much, man. It was a pleasure hanging out with you. I had
Been a
fun.
pleasure.
Yeah. You have yourself a good rest of your week, and I guess I may see you here Monday. You have to work, don't you?
I don't know yet, but I will probably be at work on
All right.
Monday.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
All right, and that is Brandon Campbell. Time for us to go Into the post-game show brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, great service, all served up daily by LC's Pub in Caseyville. You can check them out in person at 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. You can give them a call for carry-out orders. That number is 618-855-9007. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all local area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Cason, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event, or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Once again, we welcome you back here to Camelot Bowl. The Lady Cahoks victorious here tonight. Final score was 39-1. Only one head-to-head matchup was won by the Belleville West Lady Maroons as head coach Sean Hay joins us once again. Congratulations, Coach. That was a pretty dominating performance by the ladies.
Yeah, they did pretty well. There's definitely some room for improvement, but yeah, we did what we needed to do to get the job done today for sure.
Yeah, okay, so Sydney Long, your freshman, I liked how she bounced back after that 142. The only head-to-head loss of the night was that first one from her, but she bounced back quite nicely in that next frame or that next match with a 185.
Yeah, she was having a little bit of equipment fit issues. Being a freshman, she's not bowled as much as we've been bowling, so that's pretty normal for them to get the feel for what that ball needs to feel like. So we had to open it up a little bit side to side and then put tape in because it's a oval thumb going into a round hole. So we needed to fix that and make that a little bit better.
Yeah, we know all about Layla Jayoko, the senior, but man, I kind of felt sorry for her. She had no open frames at all tonight except for the 10th frame in the first match and the 10th frame in the second match. That was it.
Yeah, well, that's a big part of the bowling game. I mean, you got to get that frame squared away. Yeah, she in both cases she didn't throw that great a shot, and she came back and knew it, and then she's doing a much better job of making the moves, but we just need to move a little bit quicker.
And Kellen Stevens, that first match of 222, that was nice to watch. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, she's been pretty dominant. I mean, the next 2 games weren't as good, but I think as the season goes on, those games will be handled.
Yeah, boys won tonight too as well, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
So that's good to get back on the winning side of that.
Yeah, it sure is. And you guys don't get any rest at all. You guys got to come right back here tomorrow and take on Alton.
That is correct.
And you guys have already played Alton.
Alton is great. They're really good. They're really good in their house. You have a better chance against Alton when they leave their house. But like, there's always the people that are tough at home, and they're definitely a tough team to play at their house.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm sorry I can't be here tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday against Edwardsville, so that's always fun. Anytime Collinsville and Edwardsville hook up, man, I don't care if it's tiddlywinks. It's a fun matchup.
Oh, yeah, and we always want to do well.
Yeah, always.
So,
all right, Coach, thanks for the visit. Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you.
All right, that is Sean Hay, the head coach for your Kahok bowling teams. We will call it a night. Both teams winning here tonight, Collinsville girls and the Collinsville boys, all victorious here tonight. That's going to do it for us. A big thank you to Coach Sean Hay joining me in the pre and the post game show. And another big thank you to Brandon Campbell joining me on the other microphone to get us through this one. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed it. And we are off tomorrow, but we are back at you on Friday. A little boys basketball action, more Southwestern Conference action as Collinsville travels to O'Fallon to take on the Panthers in the old Panther Dome. We'll be on right after the JV game ends. Scheduled 7:30 tip-off for the boys. So until then, everyone enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.